Get out your systems now.
Looking at Leah Andrea.
She's not wearing the cat ears.
Oh my god.
Andrea, you okay? Okay.
Work.
You finished?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Okay. So, welcome to Fallout Broken Souls. Welcome back to Fallout Broken Souls. Season 2, Episode 2. What happened last time? I'm your bastard DM, Hatter. Last time, the party left the monster lab, made it all the way back to the Wall of Fog, where my readied soundboard greeted them. And then being chased down by beetlemen and possibly harpies, still unclear about that. They came across a suspiciously similar house to another one that they came across the last time they were in the fog. And not much happened in the house of note. Let's just say the house, my haunted house, clocked.
It's called the Clarkening, Hunter. You don't Clark, you Clarken.
You Clark if it's present tense.
It clockened. And the Heritage left, leaving behind Duke Explodio. And they made it all the way to the wall separating the ruins from the city. Well, they met some damn old fool and his parrot guarding this gate between the two, who was an official member of the Order and just doing his job, and requested that the party would requested that the party send logs and ledgers to the Order. And so the Heritage, finally making their way back into the city, put Red/Trick back on ice, and they all received very personalized notes by the both of them. And we we come back to the cryo machine finishing up its starting process.
Clark is going to read his note, and I already read it in real life, so, he'll be doing that.
Jude has already read their note.
Osmond is still standing there, not moving, reading the note.
Read mine.
Threnody is kind of thinking that Jude could maybe use some space, so she is leaving the estate and going back to the cart and kind of trying to usher anyone to come with her, but, she's not going to force anyone.
Clark will notice and go with her.
She's like, let's give Jude some time alone.
Aye. Well, it was nice to see you, kid. Hope you don't give us the cold shoulder when you grow up.
Clark face palms very hard. Clark is suffering.
And then she walks out.
Clark is visibly suffering.
Good.
Poor Clark.
Oof, cold crowd.
Hey. High five on the way out.
Careful, Jude might cold clock you.
Clark senses that someone in an alternate dimension just made an even worse pun and groans loudly.
Bless you.
Bless you.
I'm coughing this time.
Close enough. Cough you.
So yeah,
So?
Thren's gonna hang out at the cart. She's gonna check on their various waifs and strays, see how they're doing.
Okay, I just remembered how many people you have in preview. Shepard seems
Quite
fine.
a few.
Yeah, Shepard seems fine and notices the not insignificant difference between the city and the ruins. Um, oh God, I forget her name.
Mary,
The monk, Mary.
Mary.
Thank you. Yep, yep, yeah.
she of the magic fingers.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Uh,
She
uh,
has the
I
touch.
I have to remember. I named her Mary for a very specific reason. uh, she seems excited as well. That she's not in the ruins anymore. She's looking around like this is new. This is different. She's excited.
Oh,
The kids.
Threnody kind of smiles fondly at how excited she seems.
She's not like giddy and jumping and clapping her hands, but she's like
Yeah,
she's got a small smile on her face. She's looking around like, hey, this is different. Like there's almost like a noticeable difference in just like the color of the sky between the ruins and the city. Everything just seems that much brighter in the city than the ruins, which is odd considering how dull, gray, and just brown the city
Yes.
is.
It's a slightly brighter shade of brown. By the way, does Teddy still have does Threnody still have her teddy bear, or has he bug?
Yes.
Yay! Has it run off back?
Clark still has his.
Yes. It'd be fun if I said no.
I'd imagine that they
Clark-
both went back to the haunted house if they weren't there anymore. But Threnody is she's not even aware of doing it, but she's kind of hugging her bear close to her, just without thinking about it.
Clark scoots over to Threnody and starts playing dollies with her again.
Teddy.
Teddy. She has TJ kind of, play with Wendy Jr., but she's also she kind of does this like partly paying attention, but she's also kind of still talking to their tag-alongs and kind of. So now that we're in the city, the not ruined part of the city, any questions? Anything I can? Anything I can tell you?
Okay, I'm trying to think of if there would be any questions. Shepard really doesn't have any, just because it's Shepard. And Mary, I don't think that you've actually come across anything that would want her questioning. She's just kind of looking around, watching everything.
What about Ricky and Dean and the kids?
The kids seem it took them a while, but now that they're out of the ruins, they seem they're playing with each other.
Good.
Sometimes in a more aggressive way than they really should be, but they're still playing. Like one will push the other, and then the other one will get pushed, and now there's a wrestling competition going on.
Clark scoots over to some of the kids and tries to play dollies with them.
Oh,
Some of the kids, right ahead. Yep, they're totally cool with it. Dean and Ricky are visually less tense and more relaxed. They're still like looking around and watching all the kids very closely because they have a lot of kids they have to keep an eye on.
Threnody actually glances at the kids, glances back at Ricky and Dean, shuffles over so she's close enough that only they can hear her and say, some of us are pretty good with kids. If you want us to kind of babysit them for an evening, you guys can maybe have some time to yourselves for a change.
3, 4. Sorry, what? Oh,
She's offering to look after the kids so they can have a date night.
Yeah, no, I heard, but let's say Ricky, he's like counting on his breath. 3, 4.
Oh,
5.
baby! Always have to count the kids. I know that feel.
Yeah, he's like counting he's like you can constantly see him. He's like doing a circuit, like kid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way around back to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he's just the whole circuit, counting every single one of them, make sure they're all there. So the moment one vanishes, it's like that. Hold on, where are they? Where'd they go?
One
Where's your
down.
brother? Charlie?
Sean.
I don't
Sean!
remember all the names. Sean!
Sean.
Sean! Call!
Ugh.
Stay in the car, call!
Jason.
Coral!
Call! Sorry.
Are you
Anyway.
okay?
No. No, I
No
am
one
not.
here is okay, Dally.
True.
Uh, Ricky's counting. Dean's kind of like, he also seems distracted, but less so than Ricky. Ricky's like zoomed in on the kids.
Dean's just daydreaming.
Dean's more of like watching around, but Dean's the one that kind of catches what you're saying and is like, we would like that, but not here.
Oh, goodness me, no, not here. Somewhere where there's actually stuff to do, I think.
Preferably someone with walls.
Definitely. No, I don't worry. I can very much understand the necessity for wolves to feel safe.
Yeah. In the ruins, even walls don't really feel safe.
No, I suppose not. Look, it's
He was
not.
kind of like selling down for a moment. Comes back.
I know it's not. You know. I know nowhere's really safe, but safer than where you were at least.
Thank you.
And hey, once we get you up to the followers of the apocalypse, there's other kids there. You don't have to take care of those ones, though, okay?
Oh, Ricky literally goes, "Oh, thank God."
Audible sigh.
All I'm saying is
Oh.
they've had a bunch of kids at the followers for a little while now. They've got a school set up there, and it'll be nice. Your kids can make some more friends.
Out of character. Does anyone remember how many kids they have? I think it's 7, but I could be wrong.
Ricky and Dean?
Yeah, Ricky and Dean.
I think it's more than 7. I think it might.
I thought it was 12.
Yeah, I thought it was 12.
12? Okay. I was for some reason thinking like 7 or 9. 12, yeah. Now that you say that, I remember. Yeah, 12 sounds right. Yeah, 12 kids. Okay.
All the kids. All of
God,
them.
that's a lot
All
of
the
kids.
babies.
I just remember having 5 kids being a lot. I can't imagine 12.
No, very much. I think was it
Freaking
two,
I
kindergarten.
played
two
The
of-
Sims enough to know.
yeah, like 2 of them were like theirs specifically, and then they just kind of picked up all the others when they came to the ruins.
Yeah. Yeah. So Ricky's like, can they handle 12 more?
We'll figure something out.
I mean, they're pretty rambunctious, and without even like, just like dad vision leans over and grabs like the back of the shirt of one kid before he like trips and falls, and he yanks him back.
Dad vision.
She just kind of looks, smiles a little, and goes, "Huh. Red, Q, and Joker might have their work cut out for them."
Joker. I already don't like him.
Oh, he's
He's
a
a
good
good
kid.
kid.
Okay then.
We worry about little Trick and Red sometimes, but they're good kids.
Hold on. Does anyone have the rolls room?
Yeah?
Yeah.
One sec. Let's see who can get there
Oh,
first.
there it is. Thank you. Andrea technically already did it. I just didn't see the link.
Oh yeah, so she did. Andrea has future vision.
Someone has the nickname DM.
What? Not me.
Yeah, someone has to
And
nickname
GM?
Lily as well.
It's locked in the rolls room, so I can't use GM or DM.
You okay
She's
there,
a usual
Andrea?
one. Bastard deal.
I'm not sure what you're saying because you're muted.
I'm trying to make a sapphire eye, but this is all I got.
Oh, I getcha, I getcha.
I love it. It's
Good.
amazing.
Good, well done.
Let's do intelligence. Dean kind of pauses for a moment.
Oh, right, he would have heard us call...
Yeah, he pauses for a moment and goes, "What's that
Time
other
travel.
guy?"
Time travel.
It's a ludicrously long story.
Okay. I'm not even gonna ask.
Wise. Very wise.
Just kind of like rubs his face.
Worry about... You
Whatever
just...
we get ourselves into.
You know, I've been asking myself that every day for the past couple months.
Does Jude need to be the one driving right now?
No. I would actually suggest that
I'll
Jude
be the
not be
driver.
the one driving.
Okay. Then Jude will be sort of walking alongside it, a little isolated from the cart, like still easily in seeing and yelling distance, but sort of off on their own.
Okay,
And they've called. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I'm not sure if we've left just yet, have we?
Oh,
It's up to you.
sorry.
Well, because we were... some of us went out to the cart, but not everyone had gone out to the cart, but once everyone is out there... We also hadn't decided where we're going next.
I thought it'd be the order, but that maybe me.
My
misremembering.
impression was the order as well, but I wanted to check.
Yeah, I
My
think
Skype
you'll
crashed, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
Are we okay with it being the order?
I'd be all right with that.
Okay. I guess, yeah, so Oswin's driving and Jude is walking alongside the cart and we're going to the order. Cool.
And meanwhile, Jude is calling Lil Red and Trick just to tell them they're coming for a visit.
Which presumably, if it's Red, he'll pick up, and if it's Trick, he won't.
Yep.
Quack?
And I.
Hatter, Jude is calling Little Red / Trick to say they're coming for a visit.
Aw.
I think, it was Trick yesterday, right? So it should be Red today.
It should be, but they may not also have the system set up yet to figure out who's who.
Okay.
It's Red today.
Okay.
All right.
By the way, Eli.
Yeah?
Do you get a little teary-eyed reading your letter?
I didn't, but I very rarely tear up at things. That's not a comment on the letter.
Okay.
Jude did, though, right?
Oh, yes. Jude was crying like a little baby.
I get teary-eyed and I wrote the dang thing.
Once, I don't know if you want to roleplay Jude talking to Red.
I feel like if there's anything to roleplay talk about, it'll happen when we get there.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
In which case, when Jude hangs up, Threnody, they find Threnody walking alongside them.
How long you been there?
Oh, no, I just waited until you were off the radio first.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I just wanted to see how you're doing.
Jude sighs and says, "They seem to think I did alright.
That's 'cause you did.
I'm gonna keep trying. I ain't never gonna stop trying."
Damn right. Look, we're gonna make sure they're okay, alright? No matter what we think the future turns out to be, we don't have to accept that. We will...
Jude smiles softly and says, "Whatever the future ends up being, I'm glad I'm gonna have it with them.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I'm gonna have it with the people I've found so far."
Yeah. We're glad to have you too, Cowpoke. And for what it's worth, I promise I will do everything in my power to make sure that they don't lose those 10 years of memory. And to make sure to make sure that they turn into something they can be proud of.
Do you? That means the world to me.
Yeah. Do you... I'm around if you need me, but do you want to just be by yourself for a bit, or...
I reckon I'll wander back to the cart for too soon.
Sure.
Just don't like folks seeing me like this.
Fair enough, I guess. I'll just be in the back with our tag-alongs.
I know you will.
She pats Jude on the shoulder and then goes back into the cart.
Jude will walk alongside the cart for a while until they sort of calm down a bit. And great, now my Skype is crashing,
Oh no!
so I'll be right back this time. Wanted to finish that scene before I had to task manager it.
So we are going to the Church of the Sacred Flame from Dr. Pretty's estate. That's gonna take how long?
Okay.
Because we're gonna
There's
pass by Patriot
Dr.
Landing,
Pretty's-
Subway Station, Vault 267, and the radioactive crater.
Yes, you will. It'll take about 3 days.
Alright, so we'll probably make stops along the way then.
Oh yes. Yes.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I have some NPC interactions I'd like Threnody to do, but, I don't want to dominate too much, so if there's stuff other people want to do.
Clark's just gonna be snuggling with Oswin, playing dollies with the children.
Good.
So I just have a mental image of him doing that at the same time.
Threnody will also occasionally play dollies with the children.
Good.
She's also... Actually, can I say that, if she sees them tussling, she's actually going to start teaching them basic first aid.
Good.
It's like, okay, so if you do this and you happen to get hurt, here's what you do.
Yeah, no, I'm totally okay with this.
Threnody would like to radio the Chandri. That doesn't necessarily have to be on screen or anything, but she wants to check on how everyone's doing.
I'm trying to see I'm trying to think of any. If there's anything that needs to.
Excuse me.
A piece of information that you might get from calling in is that there's more Empire soldiers coming in.
And she immediately asks why.
And let's say Teddy's on the other end, and he's like, you see.
Oh, you see, human.
I'm listening, Teddy.
Belisarius!
No.
Oh, yes.
Like silence.
Oh, yes, by all means, put Belisarius on the line.
And Belisarius is like, hello?
I was just wanting to know why the extra security.
Hi, Thread.
Hello. Is everything okay?
Yes, everything seems fine. We're just we have more people coming in for extra muscle, extra more pairs of hands, that kind of thing.
Oh God, what are you pulling up now?
Nothing of importance.
Oh, don't pull that shit with me.
Though the medic, camp medic? No, I guess it would be town now. Yes, town. The town medic is really tired of people getting hurt, so he sent a couple people here to learn first aid.
Wait, which town medic?
that one medic guy that was at the
Oh, you mean the Constantinople medic?
Constantinople,
Right.
yeah. And because technically they're no longer a camp, they're a town.
Yeah, yeah.
So their
Their
town
town.
medic is like, you people need to stop hurting each other. Go to the Chandri and learn medicine
Okay,
now.
Threnody. Okay, so when he says this, then Threnody is actually very much like, huh, yeah, smart man, I approve. Anyway, I don't know when we're next going to be in town, but just stay alive, yeah?
Yeah, no, everything, we'll keep everything perfectly fine already. Everything's perfectly fine.
Belle,
Ah.
Belle, the more you say that, the more I have reason to doubt that.
You can almost, like, hear the forced smile on his face.
Everything's fine.
Belisarius, are you fucking teasing me? That's my job.
You can almost see the blush go over his face.
I'm sorry, I have this mental image of Clark slowly leaning towards Threnody.
And Threnody slowly pushing his face away with her hand.
Clark giggling.
Oh, look what you've done. Belle, you've made Clark giggle.
Oh, terrifying. In the background, conflicts!
Confidence!
A window breaks. I gotta go deal with that.
Small explosion.
Clark says, for fuck's sake, it's been years, guys!
What can I
What
say?
the hell did you do, by the way?
I don't know, no one tells me anything!
What can I say? Muffin, you leave a lasting impression.
Will someone please tell me what I did? Get Wendy on the line!
No. She is the
She's
last
currently-
person who would tell you.
She's also currently dealing with the man who just threw himself out the window.
I have a right to know. I have rights.
I think we might need counseling for Nameless. Anyway, Belle, keep us updated if anything actually goes wrong. I like you all alive.
Yeah, no, I like myself alive too.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.
She hangs up. She's got this little smile on her face.
Clark is wiggling his eyebrows at her.
Yeah. Says you.
I do say.
Yeah. I don't know. Sorry. I like him, but I don't know if he... Anyway.
You can talk about it if you need to.
She kind of glances around, is aware that they're in a cart full of people, and she's like, maybe not right now.
Dean's giving you a look.
Threnody just slowly draws her hair in a curtain in front of her face so that she's hidden.
And you can, you begin to make... Oh, good, I made Andrea hurt. It wasn't even for you. Oh, my map's upside down, that's why nothing made sense to me. Okay, so you can continue, you begin to travel. After several... Should I not?
I don't know, man.
Do it.
I almost want to roll a random encounter.
Always.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
It's not random if we have to plan here.
Okay. Okay. This is an interesting one.
Oh no.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
So,
Stop it.
Nope, you told me to do this, you told me to roll for it, I'm already doing it.
It's that dog again.
I lied.
So, as you're traveling along the highway, it takes you moments to notice something You hear what sounds like heavy metal wheels turning below you, way below you on the street level, and you hear like crunching gravel and rocks and even like metal, and you recognize it as the wheeling sound of a sentry bot. Uh, and it's somewhere below you, and then you just hear this massive like growl, just this constant, and it travels from probably a mile down your left, and it's traveling incredibly fast in your direction.
Jude is just.
Yeah!
Fair.
That's reasonable. Jude is going to stand up on the cart and look off in the direction it's coming. It just cracking their knuckles through the gauntlets.
The sound of the sentry bot or the sound of the growling?
The growling.
Okay.
Thren gets her shotgun ready and says, "All right, kids, time to go into the covered cart for a bit."
Hera can pulse fly up, find it, and charge up a shot, and then take it before it comes here.
Sure. Fly up and roll perception.
When Pulse flies up,
Okay.
Threnody calls after her, "Don't engage unless it's an immediate threat. We don't want any more trouble."
Okay.
36.
I'm gonna preemptively roll.
Is it an
Wait, that's a
immediate
nat
threat?
20.
That's a nat 20. That's 4 XP, and you.
Ellen sees all.
So, it takes you a moment to like zero in on it, and it's actually like traveling between on the road, like on the ground level, and it's like weaving into between buildings, for a moment, and it takes you see movement, and then it's gone. This thing is traveling like insanely fast, probably 60, 70 miles an hour, and then it hits like as the car's moving along the highway. You see a road that travels perpendicular to you, and it and drifting into this road is what can only be described as an old war car.
A car?
Oh God, this is some Mad Max shit, isn't it?
A fucking car?
Also still charging her sniper rifle.
That's fair. The hell?
It's not nearly as clean as this, and actually one of the engines looks to be completely cobbled together out of something else. But that's kind of what it looks like.
That is a cool car.
So,
I know, right?
so what you're saying is, if this car is unfriendly and we have to kill it, we then take the car back for Red and Trick.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's like,
Wait.
so it's about 6 years early, kiddo, but I got you a car.
Oh my god.
Oh, wait, kid, I'm teaching you how to drive.
But Jude, you don't know
just
how
get
to
in,
drive.
loser. We're
It
going
can't be any
shopping.
harder than riding a horse.
Ooh,
Get in, sir. We're going shopping.
God damn it.
yes. And Ellen, with your energy vision, this thing is running on. Sorry,
Hopes and dreams.
this thing's running on basically what cars normally run on in the Fallout universe, a depleted uranium cell. And it is powering all 4 engines, and it is just zooming down the road. And actually, as it now has a straightaway,
Does it have any weapons?
People
it
inside it.
might. You're not quite sure. You can't tell what because this is things like cobbled together, and someone's like clearly put armor casing on it. In fact, there appears to be some kind of I can't remember what they're called, but it's that thing in front of a train that pushes cows out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
Cow
Plow.
catcher.
Plow? A cow
It's
catcher?
just a cow catcher, yeah.
Yeah, there's like one in it's kind of like that, but it's not as big in front of this car. And you can't really tell what is and isn't a weapon, but you can kind of see the guy in the seat, or at least you assume it's a guy, wearing like heavy leather-clad armor. He's got a motorcycle helmet on. He's even got like this like roadster scarf that's flying in the back behind him.
Papyrus?
Racer.
There are two kinds of people.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to use that now.
Use it.
As it begins to zoom, like this thing was going like 60 miles an hour. I'm not sure what that is in like kilometers.
Okay, gonna
Fast.
ready action to shoot at the
So
guy
am I.
in case
If it comes
of
near, I'm gonna start
hostile
popping a shot at the driver.
action.
So he's traveling at 96 kilometers an hour, and as he hits the straightaway, it starts like really ramping up. You can hear that going all as all four engines just he like pedal to the metal, and he's going like 100 miles an hour, 160 kilometers, and he's just and he's heading like he's on the road that would go parallel with the highway that you're on, but he's like good 4 or 5 stories below. And he's like he's got his like those old racers where like they'd have their head hunkered down.
Mm-hmm.
He's like doing that, and as he like zooms towards you incredibly fast.
Does he?
And
No, go ahead.
does he? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, does he look like he's aiming to hit us?
No, he's like 4 or 5 stories down.
Right.
It's impossible. He doesn't even know you're there.
Okay.
All the while, you can hear like just underneath the noise of his engines as it's getting louder, the sounds of the rolling wheels of the sentry bot continuing to like travel, like do a patrol.
Oh dear. This is gonna end badly for one of two parties.
Someone is gonna end up dead by the end of this.
Jude is going to just stick their pinkies under their tongue, whistle loudly, and yell down, "Sentry ahead!"
I'm gonna have him roll perception. I'm not sure it's gonna work. Nope, it doesn't work.
Damn.
Those engines are loud.
I have something that might be louder.
Is it Nora?
Nora.
Oh,
Actually, if you look on the other side of the bridge, you can see the sentry bot. There is no way this guy doesn't see the sentry bot, unless he's
gonna
like
ram it.
blind. Unless he's blind,
if he's blind, he really shouldn't be driving that.
especially at 100 miles an hour. So yeah, he's got a bead on the sentry bot, and he's heading straight to it. You got about 30 seconds before he hits the sentry bot if you want to do anything.
I mean, if his plan is to ram the sentry
Is
bot
he-
and sod it,
Is he playing fucking chicken with a sentry bot? Is that what's going on here?
with a cow catcher on the front of his car, I don't think he's playing chicken.
Jude just says, "To be fair, I did the same thing with a bull once. Broke my arm in 3 places."
Oh Jesus, they're gonna get themselves killed. Can we take out that sentry bot?
Can do.
Can do.
By the so you're like can do, and you turn around, and by this point, they're like dead on each other, and at the last second, this car jerks to the right, and just like you can see sparks fly as like his leftmost engine just scrapes by on the leg of the sentry bot, and he zooms past.
Well, alright then.
They are certifiable.
Ballsy motherfucker.
And you can almost see him like look over his shoulder, reach down, like he's grabbing something inside of his inside the cockpit, and the entire like all 4 engines turn, like because they're on different axes. They turn, and the whole car drifts to the left, and he very smoothly, surprisingly, like moves around a derelict vehicle in the middle of the road, drifts around that, gets back straight on the road, and takes off again at the sentry bot. Now that the sentry bot's back is to him.
Now he's gonna ram it.
They're still gonna get themselves killed.
Yeah, they are. But it's gonna be awesome.
Let's just shoot it anyway.
Alright.
Would due
Just check. Sorry.
would due process do anything to a sentry bot from this distance, or is it best to leave this to the long range people?
Yeah, not at this distance.
Okay, I'll leave it to Nora and Pulse's hand.
26 and an 18.
Pulse is currently using the charging sniper.
Okay,
Great.
Pulse's gun.
roll damage.
It's called Pop.
I have to do all the math. That...
Just checking something. Does this sentry bot look at all familiar, or does it have any decals for like things we'd recognize?
No, it just seems like a normal sentry bot.
Okay.
It's
Alan,
not
you
it's not
named-
like Trick sentry bot.
No. You named your gun Pup.
Pop.
Oh.
Pop.
So that's...
Wait, did I miss something?
Is it POP or PUP?
Is that important? Or
POP is what a bubble does. PUP is a small dog.
it's named Pop. With O.
Okay.
Oh, okay, Pop. Okay.
We were thinking that you'd named your gun after a puppy.
how do you do times with this thing, or should I just let you do that?
I guess just let me do that.
Alright. 25
Times.
times 3.5 plus 20%.
Jesus Christ.
30%, sorry, not 20.
So much damage.
Yeah, I know, right? And that's only one shot. I've still got another one.
Oh my god, 113 damage.
Is it dead?
Nice.
Should I take the second shot, or is it dead?
Ellen does 87 damage?
Yeah,
Good
Pop
god.
Pop is a
Yes.
very big gun,
Oh,
but takes a couple of rounds to charge.
we're ruining this person's day, taking their kill.
Oh, so you do this like these two shots come up from above the highway, slam into this sentry bot. The sentry bot actually gets hit so hard it like moves back like a foot, and it like looks up at you,
Hey.
and it goes, "Unit under attack!" And he raises up his arms and he points up at you, and you can actually see like his missile launcher is about to fire as this dude slams into it at 120 miles an hour, at as fast as he can go, and the whole sentry bot just kind of hits the
Front.
the front,
Asphalt.
hits the front, angles up, and then just flies over the car as it goes underneath it, and it lands back on the asphalt on its back, and it's like waving its arms back and forth, and
Help.
it's like legs.
Help! I have
Help.
fallen and I can't get
This
up.
unit has been immobilized.
Can I take the second shot while it's in the air?
Please.
That would
It's
be
in the-
sick.
Go ahead, because technically, yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna give you a small penalty just because of the movement, but you still hit it.
I'm just imagining this douchebag is just gonna drift to a halt, then stand up, pull out a glass of milk and drink it.
So that's 31 plus 30%.
Hold on. 40 damage. So you hit it again, and it lands on its back, and it's like flailing. It actually shoots out a missile, like because that's what it was preparing to do. It just like flies up into the air, hits its final trajectory, and just and then drifts back down and lands somewhere amongst the buildings and explodes and hits nothing. And the dragster does the same kind of like drift around, and he's coming directly at it again. If you
Threnody
want,
mutters, is anyone else vaguely turned on right now?
does anyone else want to keep shooting this thing, or are you gonna let him kill it?
Clark raises his hand at what Threnody says.
Good. Are you guys gonna shoot it again?
I mean, sure.
Oh, what did Eli do?
Eh?
Oh no.
You lost
Eli
him,
left.
Eli?
Probably,
George!
yeah, sorry.
Are y'all gonna shoot it, or let him have it?
Shoot it again. Why not?
Okay, roll to hit.
It takes too long to charge. So I'm just
That's a
gonna
hit.
do it.
Is he dead? Should I take the second shot?
That's another 42 damage. I don't want to keep giving you the XP for all these successes. Just because you could sit there all day and just keep shooting this thing.
I mean, eventually he's gonna ram it and it's gonna die.
Um,
I'm surprised it's not dead already. I mean, we done.
I mean, it's about to be dead.
Yeah, I would expect as much.
So he rams into this, like, he full speed again. You actually see like some kind of light come on behind his engines, like he's got afterburners going, and he like he's probably getting up to 150 miles an hour, and he rams into this thing so hard. He's not even aiming for the head, but so hard the head flies off, like, and has this huge like arc to it, and he continues to drive down the way, and while it's like, it slows down to about 100 miles an hour, but as he's going by, he gets up out of his seat, puts his boot on the edge, on the back of the seat, and he's got up those knee-high like aviator boots, and his scarf is flying in the air, and he like catches the robot's head, and as he drives away over the engine, you can hear him go, "Nyeh!"
Damn it.
I like that guy.
So happy!
And he gets back down in his seat and he rolls away.
Well, now he definitely needs to drink milk. Good for his bones.
Threnody just
No idea
stares.
I have no idea who that guy was, but I like him.
The hell just happened?
I don't know.
So much.
You know what's bad? I don't know either, because none of that was planned.
Oh my god.
Suddenly Papyrus.
The papyrus thing was someone, like I said, he had a scarf and someone with papyrus. I'm like, oh god, I gotta do that now. I have to. That wasn't the encounter that was rolled.
What was the encounter that was rolled?
The encounter was basically, because every Fallout game has this, where there's a Mad Max reference, because the game is very Mad Max influenced.
Yes.
So they like, here's the reference, and so the reference was literally this guy with a sawed-off shotgun and a dog wearing like leather armor fighting a sentry bot, and he takes it on one-handed, and he wins. That was gonna be the thing. He like wins using his smarts. But that's what was gonna happen. And I'm like, it's Mad Max. I gotta give him a core. I can't give him like a 80s car because the 80s haven't happened yet. Oh, I actually have this picture lying around of this like really cool Tesla Royce car that was gonna show up if you ever went to the car dealership, which I didn't think you were gonna be doing. So I'll use it here. So I gave him a car, and I'm like, yeah, but now he's a dragster, so now he needs that scarf thing. Cool, I'll give him that. Why would he? How?
Papyrus.
Yeah, now how? And someone said papyrus. I'm like, okay, now he's got to be papyrus. And I'm
We're
like,
gonna meet this guy later on, and he's gonna be joined by a shorter guy with a bandana around his mouth that's got a big grin drawn on it.
and I'm like, okay, so how's he using this car to beat up the sentry bot? Let's put one of those big plows in the front of it and just have him ram it a couple of times. Yeah, that works. And so it went from this Mad Max fighting it mano-a-mano with a dog against the sentry bot to papyrus.
To Papyrus.
Driving a car into a sentry bot.
Bone Traveler intensifies.
Oh
I
god.
still stand. Oh, he must have had a skull drawn on the motorcycle helmet.
Yes, and I'm going to say the scarf was orange.
Oh,
And you know,
Distance.
it had it on because the other one didn't work, and it was also orange.
Meanwhile, in this hitbox chat, Blazer Wolf is posting gifs of robots falling over.
Uh,
Help!
I've fallen and I can't get up.
it has been immobilized, which is funny because I love this idea because sentry bots are designed like tanks, and tanks are designed to roll over ditches. So in the war, and so this thing just gets knocked over by a car, and it can't get up. Just imagine it flailing around like a turtle.
Oh no.
I have fallen.
fuck me. Who designed me?
Just like imagine in the middle of a war zone, a group of soldiers trying to like right a sentry bot. It's like this thing weighs a ton. Meh. I'm laughing so hard I have to use the restroom. I'll be back.
Alright.
I have to pee as well, actually.
Threnody just
Bio
kind of
break.
flops back into the open top cart. And is like, no, seriously, what?
Pop's eyes
Clark
went
sh-
down.
Clark shrugs and he goes, I don't know anything anymore. I'm beginning to think the world is weirder when I'm not high.
I really wish I could argue with that.
I don't even, but at least I got to try out Pop.
Yeah, how's Pop working out for you?
Well, Pop's a really, really big gun. So pretty good.
Good. Thank you for stepping in and scouting it out for us. Whew. Dude must have whiplash, something fierce.
Ow. Yes.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Do we want to do
I am
any?
back.
Okay, Smarty back. Threnody is thanking Pulse and also Claire for helping the person not die.
So I just love the design of that car.
It is a nice car.
Any hoozle. And so you can continue on your way. And you eventually find
I would like to point out that half an hour after this encounter, Threnody just looks up and goes, "And who has a working car in the wasteland?"
Beats me.
Apparently that guy.
That asshole.
there is actually precedent for working cars in the wasteland.
Yeah, Threnody
Yes,
just.
there is.
I'm sure there is, but this is new to Threnody.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, no. I think in all 6 games there's only 2.
I feel like it's implied that the NCR has some, but
Implied, yes, but we don't see them working.
yeah.
Like the guaranteed I know of are in 2 and the tactics game where there's actually a moving driving car. So, sorry, I'm just trying to find the image on my thing to put in the hitbox.
Right.
I'm not sure if I can.
I'm gonna step away. Don't wait for me. Because Clark's just chilling right now. So yeah, don't wait for me.
Oi.
Okay. So I'm not sure if this will work.
Oh, are you trying to do a hitbox?
Yeah, I don't think that'll work.
No, that's not gonna work, dude.
No, that didn't work.
Maybe I can. Let me just Let me just see if I can put it up on the stream. Window capture.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll see if I... Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, we are... Yeah. I've got the image up on the stream. I'll just put it there for a little bit.
Yay!
Built in England by a small brown dog. What?
Yeah, I'm not sure
Toby
what that
Fox's
is.
British cousin.
I think the small brown dog is the name of like the DeviantArt person that I found this on. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure I found this on DeviantArt. I don't remember where I found this. I think I was just like drifting through Fallout images and
Just
found this.
have it.
Yeah, I just have it. I'm not sure where.
Oh, I feel bad because we can't credit who made it then.
Let me see if I can. I believe the name would probably be a small brown dog.
Well, Jude is just staring down at the sentry corpse below
Without a head.
and just like, I'm still getting over the fact that I just saw that.
Yeah, that was a thing that happened.
What time of day is it right now?
It's getting later on because it's probably going to be after that. It's getting later on in the day.
Well, would we reach the followers before nightfall?
It's the church
Oh,
we're heading
no.
for, and no, it'll take us 3 days to get there.
Yeah. You're about to come up on Patriot Landing subway station. If you want to do anything with that, but
Oh, and oh yes, Blazer has found the artist. It is Small Brown Dog on DeviantArt.
oh, good. I was actually trying to find it too. Good.
Thank you, Blazer.
Thank you. Wow. It is a beautiful design. Anyway.
This is very nice.
Yes. So, with that, you eventually come across the opening to the Patriot Landing Station. It's not just like the normal one Fallout ones where it's like this stairs that lead down to like an opening to a station. It's like a proper big city station. It's like it's quite large. In fact, it has this like glass ceiling-esque thing that comes up out of the ground, so that while you're in the station, you can look out and see the sky. It covers probably about a block and a half. It appears to be kind of not quite the station where all the railroads intersect, but it's definitely like one of the largest stations.
So is it like getting toward nightfall when we hit this place?
You still got an hour or so left. You can stop here if you want to, but you could push further on.
Thren is going to look to the others. Should we maybe set up here for the night? Kind of defensible position, maybe.
Jude nods. Yep.
That and it's a bit more wide open than some of the spaces you'll get out here, but that's just my personal preference.
The group is bedding down for the night.
At the subway station.
Clark will snuggle with Oswin.
Got some typing there, loves.
Oh, sorry.
Thren will look at Shepard, Mary, Dean, Ricky, and the kids. What do you guys reckon? Do you think you can handle this okay?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Thren is going to advocate for staying there for the night then.
Jude's down.
Cool. And are you gonna like be in the station or outside the station?
Thren would like to go inside at least to scout and make sure that they're not going to be, attacked by mole rats in the middle of the night.
Okay.
Clark will
Uh,
go with her.
who's going? Ooh, sorry. I had that brief moment where power cut out and my lights went off. Anyway,
Oh
yeah, like it was literally like for an eye blink. Um,
Hopes will.
Yeah, sorry, my mouth was full. Clark, Clark will. Clark is the resident scout, so he will go scout with.
so scouts, just clock that.
no. Thren.
Hopes will throw Threnody a stuff boy.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Threnody will use the stealth boy and go in as well.
Right.
Roll me perception.
Well, do we have to roll stealth?
Oh yes, roll me stealth.
Right. So that's my stealth roll.
23. Okay.
What's
and
the
this
bonus
is
for?
my perception.
What's the bonus for having a stealthy boy?
Plus 20.
Plus 20. Yes.
Watch me rolling out one. It's a 10, so I got a 30. And for my perception... No. Fuck me. 18.
Cool. 18. You pass, but now there's something else I want you to roll.
Oh.
And no one can metagame this.
Okay.
Roll me survival. No, sorry. Roll me nature.
Nature. What is my...
Does Clark have to too, or did just Threnody pass? Okay.
Just Thren.
That's fine. My nature is 1. 18 again?
Ah, damn. So,
Are those
you
are
both...
those 3 successes, by the way?
Yes.
Tasty XP.
So, you both notice that this place is definitely like ramshackle and broken down, much like other places. But the constant like the glass is still relatively intact, and actually hasn't been like darkened or fogged over or anything. So the station gets a lot of sunlight during the day. In fact, it almost acts like a greenhouse. It's actually when you walk in, it's quite stuffy and kind of hot.
Okay.
Which actually is a good thing because it's getting dangerously cold.
That's right, it was.
Yeah,
you're right.
You're getting to the point that if you don't have shelter at night, it could be bad.
Yeah.
So the fact that this place is actually somewhat warm is pretty good. So because that also gets a lot of sunlight, it doesn't have a lot of like the classic, like dang, dark, feel to a lot of places. There's not like a lot of like, stagnant air carrying like debris on the wind. So it's broken down and beaten, but it's relatively clean. It actually seems like a decent place to make camp for. Oddly enough, you do find an old fire pit that someone's made. It obviously hasn't been lit in quite some time, but someone was here a while ago. Threnody.
Hi.
With that nature 18, you see kind of not on the platform but among the tracks. It's actually kind of like you don't notice it at first, but scouting closely, you see that there is some kind of animal tracks going through here, and not just like one, but like a lot. So there's either a massive amount of a particular kind of animal coming through here, or this is a pathway a trail often used by these animals.
Threnody is going to talk into her earpiece and say, "Hey, Oswin, looks like we've got some animal activity here."
Damn it, I wanted to tell
by the
her.
cart, look,
You're not the one who
taken off.
noticed. Sorry?
Oh,
Sorry, I was kidding.
so throw us one stuff boy as well. And follow behind.
Yeah, Ozma will equip the stealth boy stealth down, but she's moving very fast.
Mhm.
If you want to roll me stealth, roll me stealth.
Sorry, he's got some typing.
Clark looks over at Thren and he goes, you, "You've made an Oswin very happy. I hope you know."
I don't remember what the bonus was for stealth boy, but the 16.
Plus 20.
So yeah, 36.
1 moment.
Well, let's just wait and see what these tracks actually are. I'm sure Oswin would be better to tell than I would.
Yeah. Okay. So roll me nature.
Trying to light point them out to her.
I'm currently typing, so if when you roll, please tell me the.
Okay, I'm re-rolling that. No,
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 3. I'm re-rolling that.
Okay. Give me 1 moment.
DM reroll.
Clap, 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 clap.
13, so 22.
Good. Right?
Sorry, typing. Sorry. Okay. Yes. So, looking at this, they're not actually very large footprints. They're very small. It's a lot of like small holes along the way, and seeing the patterns of them, it appears they go like whatever this creature is bipedal or quadrupedal, but both two different sets of legs on the same plane as each other. Looking at this and getting a whiff on the air, you think water, sea fish, Mirelurks.
What?
Mirelurks, and a lot of them.
No.
And because you rolled more than freaking 20, there's at least somewhere between 10 and 15 different Mirelurks at minimal. So it's not like 2 or 3 of them going back and forth. There's quite a bit. You also notice that the last time they were around were a few days ago.
We might not want to camp here.
Oswin,
Unless you like sushi.
what is it?
At the very least, 10 Mirelurks, so we're not too long.
Oh shit. Okay. Damn. Oh, if it wasn't for that, this would be a great place to camp. It's nice and warm.
It's a little muggy too, which actually might aid in why there's Mirelurks here.
Yeah.
It's hot, it's muggy, it's almost except for water source, it's almost perfect for Mirelurks.
Clark is gonna say we could set up traps.
Clark, there's at least 10, maybe 15, probably more.
What if we camp in the entrance and set up watches, then haul ass if the Mirelurks show up? I mean, as long as we're not in near where they're moving back and forth, they shouldn't bother with us, right?
Maybe a
Well,
little more.
Rolling your nature, you do know that they stay purely on the tracks, where the trains are, which are lower than the platform on which you stand. And you have not seen Mirelurks climb. They might be able to get up somehow, but they don't seem to venture up here.
I still would want to stay a bit back just in case.
Clark looks uneasy and he goes, "I know it's dangerous in here, but it's getting so cold that staying out there is dangerous too."
You're buzzing, Bucky. Oh no, you're okay
Fuck.
now. No, you're okay now. It was just temporary.
Let me put it this way: if you stay out in the cold without like significant shelter or like even the cot, just sleeping in the cot's not going to help you that much. If you don't have a shelter, I am going to have you start rolling things. And failing at this point will lead to frostbite. Otherwise, it'll just lead to like generalized like.
And frostbite could lead to loss of limbs.
Yeah, no, but otherwise failing would lead to just like general like penalties to certain ability scores, just because you're so cold and tired.
Okay, let's get back to the others and let them know what we found. We can make a decision as a group. I think it might be a case of camping in here, but staying the hell away from the tracks and setting up watches like we usually do.
My thing is the kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about too. Come on, let's go tell the others.
Right.
When they get back to the cart, so, we have good news and bad news.
What is it and how many?
Oswin?
Fireworks, at the very least 10 to 15, possibly more.
Oh, good.
Oswin noticed that they're mostly staying in the tracks, and we're not sure if they have a way to get up to the platform. What were you going to say, Hunter?
Nothing. Instant messaging Andrea though.
We're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, or a mirelurk and a cold place at this point. If we stay outside, it's getting really cold at night now.
No, I ain't staying outside. It is freezing.
Let's find wherever the water is, because there's got to be water for there to be mirelurks.
We didn't see any water.
Yeah.
Maybe it's flooded.
Maybe it's further in the tracks?
My thinking is, if we find wherever the water is, then we can just have one person on watch keep an eye on that, one person on watch keep an eye on the door, wake everyone else up by screaming if things get red.
Fair enough.
I would up for that, but the fact is we didn't see water when we went down there. We don't know which direction the water is or how far it is.
This path could actually, like, what could be happening here, which is a possibility that would come up to you, Andrea, is that there are two bodies of water on either side of the tracks, and this is just an easy, safe way between the two. And they travel between the two for many reasons. So it could be as simple as that.
Not to mention we might not have as a good chance of a queen showing up in there. There could be a mirelurk queen farther down that we could actually run into.
No.
That's a good point. If we try and find where the water source is, we might just end up aggravating them by accident.
I am good with not pissing off more mirelurks.
Alright, then
What if
best
we
thing would
camp
just be
on
to
the
keep
other
up our
side?
patrols.
Just camp on the other side of the door.
She's actually going to look at Dean, Ricky, and Mary and say, it might actually help to have 3 people per watch this time, just because we got a bit more to cover. The door and either side of the tracks. Would you guys be up for joining us on watch?
Hauling herself out of the cart, Shepard has an assault rifle in her hands.
Shepard, you still need your rest. You're still adjusting to this new gravity. Not to mention recovering from your wounds.
What's that? We military folk are made of tougher stuff.
Claire, if
Yeah,
it
but my eyes are fine.
Your eyes are fine, your hands are fine, you can shoot a gun. You're good.
My eyes are fine, my hands are steady.
Yep, she's good.
Claire, if it had been you that had crashed to Earth from living on the moon for your whole life, I wouldn't be letting you... Okay, fine. Shepard, you can
She's
go
good
on
in military
watch.
terms.
Shepard, you can go on watch, but you're going on watch with Claire.
She nods.
Okay,
When
sorry.
do I go and watch?
You'll go on watch
With Claire.
With Claire and Shepard.
Okay.
Mary...
So you two can still make out. It's... So you're gonna basically camp out by the doors. That way you can bug off if something happens.
Yes.
That's probably for the best.
You just
Okay.
camp on the other side of the door.
Okay, and basically that way you don't have to watch either side of the tracks. You just have to watch down the stairs towards the tracks. So you have like one tunnel you can watch. So it's not a bad strategy. And even though you're next to the doors, so you still kind of get like a little bit of the cold coming off of it. It's still warm enough in here that you won't. I'm not gonna make you roll anything, considering you can still have blankets and whatnot. So, that being said, uh, the first watch is going. I need to know whose watches are what.
So it's always Clark and Oswin
Typic-
first.
Okay, I'm gonna say Mary's with Clark and Oswin.
Aye.
Actually, you know what? No. Dean or Ricky, either one.
Pick one.
I'm gonna say Ricky. Dean's gonna sleep so that he's awake for the kids in the morning.
Okay.
So he has a full night's rest to deal with the kids
Yeah, that makes sense.
Someone has to be.
because that's a full-time job.
Oh, yeah, that.
Osmond is periodically going up to V and just giving her stretches.
Oh.
She makes noises.
I wonder if
Lilac noises.
V would make friends with the Marlocks who live here. Oh, you see,
Yes,
Marlocks.
hello.
These humans are my
Well-
humans. Don't eat
V
them.
is not Hodge.
Yes, hello.
They
I
connected.
am-
They connected, Andrea.
Yeah, but
They-
remember,
They connected
V is
on
basically a
spiritual
bigger
level.
version of Hodge.
Exactly.
Yes.
That does not mean she
Now-
is Hodge.
Fair enough.
Now here's the thing.
Hodge
Here's the
does
thing.
look up to her, though.
Our Hodge.
You got V when I still canoned the Fallout 3 Mirelux over the Fallout 4 Mirelux because I don't think Fallout 4 was out yet.
No, it was
Fallout
out.
4 was out.
It was out, and
We
we'd
discussed
seen the Marlocks, and V is a Fallout 4 Marlock. I'm pretty sure we discussed this.
Oh, okay, she is a Fallout 4 Mirelux. Okay then. Okay then. Yeah, no, she's just making noises. They're good noises, but she's just making noises when you switch her. Who's the second watch?
That would be
That's
Pulse, Claire, and Shepard.
And then Jude, Threnody, and Mary.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a D3. I really hope it's a 1. I really hope it's a 1.
Is that for Oswin, Clark, and...
Okay.
Incidentally, Threnody is going to advocate, if there's any, like, Mirelurk issues, get Oswin first.
Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna take that roll. I'm gonna roll a D4 physical. So you can't see.
Why?
physical.
So you don't know what's gonna happen.
But why a D4 and not a D3?
Because I don't have a physical D3 die.
Oh, yeah.
You can roll a d6 and divide by 2.
forgot. I forgot that was a lot.
I mean, D3s do exist, but they're incredibly rare
Yeah.
and they're not common.
Once when we went to Roleplay Nationals, there were also many dice there. I think we came away with a D5, a D7, and a D13. It was awesome.
Yeah, no, it's insane. There's also a D18
Yeah.
out there. I've seen it. It's crazy. There's also a D25
I
and a
think
D50.
I think there's a D30. Yeah, there's some cool dice out there. Oh, I missed
Yeah,
those.
there are. But I only have like the classic D4 and D20. But that's I rolled a. Okay, I'm gonna do that then. So, Clark and Oswin, you take your watch, and it's relatively warm. Who did I say Ricky was watching with you?
Yeah.
Ricky's watching with you, and he's quiet, kind of stern. He does have a gun across his lap just to be safe. But he doesn't take his eyes off the tunnel.
Clark is
And-
snurgling.
And he's wrapped up in blankets.
Type of type
Next,
loves.
Sorry.
It's okay.
He's wrapped up in blankets next to Dean, who's like laying on the ground.
Aww.
Um,
Like
and
I can snuggle my
Clark is-
sweetheart too. It's just that he's asleep.
it's kind of
Clark
hard to
is wrapped
know.
up in Oswin.
And as the night winds on, nothing else happens, and you wake up Claire. Unless y'all want to do something,
Nah.
Andrew.
No.
And you wake up, Threnody, Claire and Pulse and Shepard. And y'all take your posts. Is there anything you three want to do?
I don't know. Is there anything Shepard wants to do?
Shepard, at the very beginning of the night when she wakes up, she doesn't do that. It's like she stretches and wakes up. No, she's up,
She's
she's
up.
ready to go. And like when you're still kind of like trading shifts, so there's people still awake. She sets down her assault rifle, and in about 2 minutes flat, disassembles it, puts it, looks at it all, cleans it up, and puts it back together, so she knows it's working.
I love her.
And she sits down, got across the lap. Like she sits down in that like position where like one leg's on the ground, the other one is like up, and she's resting the gun on her knee, so it's pointed at the tunnel. And she's just sitting there watching, waiting. Do you two do anything?
Pulse is gonna play a bit with the fire. And then she's gonna grab onto... do we have a fire?
We would have lit a fire, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
So we'd have-
I mean, apart from anything else, we would have lit a fire so Clark could cook dinner.
Yeah, that's true.
No, not
Pulse
pancakes
gonna-
this time, for
As
fuck's sake! Sorry.
Clark, as always, wear his chef's hat and apron, and his apron, as always, says, "Please do nothing to the cook."
And the kids, as always, are chanting, pancakes, pancakes, pancakes.
Clark shouts, "No, we're having something different tonight."
Oh.
Threnody.
Oh,
TJ will have said, they're still pancakes, they're just magic pancakes that look like something else.
by the way, I totally forgot. After the roadster incident, that one kid goes, "That was awesome."
That was totally wicked.
I
Anyway,
like this kid.
so you're playing with the fire. Fire pretty.
Pulse is gonna, after playing a little bit, she's gonna grab onto a piece of burning wood with a metal arm first, then
Okay.
a regular arm,
Okay.
and then she's just gonna sit in the fire.
Sit in the fire.
In the fire.
What? Pulse, why are you doing an impression of Burning Man?
It does nothing.
What? Oh my God! You get that passive ability that makes you immune to fire.
I took Arcane Shield, 50% resistance to an element, and Walk Through Fire, 50% resistance
No.
to
Fire.
2 elements,
No.
and 25 to 2 others.
Yeah,
So you have.
she has 100% resistance to fire?
Yep.
She is immune
fucking-
to fire.
Oh my fucking god.
I need to nerf the mage so hard.
Pulse is fireproof and has a 25% resistance.
Fuck.
to
Because that means she's immune to lasers too.
Yes.
No.
And you can just use other elements.
Oh my
But-
god.
You also
That's
have
bad.
passive bonuses to other elements.
Yeah, but
She's gonna be
oh,
immune to everything except bullets by the end of this.
there are some elements she has a 0% resistance to.
Which are
Light and earth.
light is basically radiation,
Yeah, I think
and earth I have nothing in this game
Light
for.
is
I need to make
radiation.
something.
also would say it's just bullet. Just normal bullet.
Earths are just normal bullets. Oh Jesus! But that means Ellen could like min-max again and become immune to bullets.
By the time we get to level 30, Pulse is going to be immune to every kind of damage.
Oh hell! I need to nerf the mage so hard.
I mean, I don't think I have those abilities available to take. But
Yet.
at level 16, I might.
Anyway,
Anyway,
So-
the fire.
Pulse is imitating a spit roast.
It
So what's
works.
they're doing.
Poor Shepherd. Just kind of going,
Silver and stares at you.
did you know your scientist is on fire?
Well, now you're two kinds of heart.
Aww.
Hey.
The sounds of a long-suffering DM.
No, that's Shepard. That's Shepard. That Shepard also imitates
Sound
the
of
noise.
a long-suffering shepherd. Long-suffering NPC noises.
Oh, she is about. Oh,
Done with our crap.
okay. She's like, I gotta work with them. They're fucking
I have
weird,
to
but I gotta work with
these
them.
people.
I've worked with worse. I've worked with worse. Let's do this.
At least one of them is military.
Half of them is military. One half of them is military.
No, I mean
Okay.
the current party.
No. I mean, like, yeah, but like Claire is military, but she's so like blasé military that she's considering you half military.
Good.
Yeah, I'm
Half
still
military.
military.
Okay. And if is there anything else any of you want to do?
She just sort of looks at Pulse and she just leans over to Shep and goes, "So, moon military. How'd that work out?"
She looks over at you. Her head slow. No, her head doesn't even turn. Her eye is still along the iron sights of the assault rifle, pointed down at the tunnels, and is just very quietly goes, "Every soldier under my command is now buried." How do you think?
Yes, but before that, when you were still on the moon,
Normal.
anything good up there?
A lot of history, I suppose.
Well, yeah, that much is true.
Yeah, the memorial. She actually like stops to think about like what was on the moon. Like they had a
What
memorial.
actually is on the moon?
Yeah, no, she's like they had a memorial. Hmm. Well, aside from being in space, we didn't really have anything unusual. Spacewalks, moonwalks are fun. Kind of short, literally.
Did you have anything bad? Like,
Aliens.
You know you're still on fire, right?
Yeah, she does that.
I'm not on fire. I'm immune.
She's in fire.
Oh, actually, technically, I am on top of fire. Yes.
You are currently surrounded
Technically,
by
I'm
fire.
not on fire, but technically, I also am.
Technically, I am fire.
But yeah. Did you have anything?
Did you ever have any space battles with aliens?
No, they all kind of got wiped out before the war.
Uh,
They should do a thing! Oh my god!
Blazer drew Papyrus in the fancy car.
Oh my god, Blazer!
So you're amazing!
Blazer had to learn to draw Papyrus quickly.
Oh god, that's awesome.
I approve.
I'm so happy.
I may have to reblog
wait,
that.
the aliens died out before what?
There were aliens?
That's what the memorial was for.
What?
What?
Yeah, half the battle of the Sea of Tranquility wasn't against the Chinese.
Whoa.
Is that not a thing y'all know?
What?
Are you
Jude just blinked
just-
with confusion.
You were asleep.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that. Sorry.
That's cool.
We're doing watches right now.
She just has this wide-eyed look on her face and he just goes, "Hang on, are you fucking with me?"
Because that's Pulse's job.
I'm so. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
You know I have a lie detector, right?
I'm half tempted to have a look at you and smile, but I'm also tempted to go along with this.
She's like, are you fucking with me? She goes, isn't that her job?
Yeah, you know, yeah. Isn't that her job?
Blush.
He just laughs.
But no, for real.
Yeah. We still have some of the weaponry. You had one on the ship. Did you pick it up?
What?
How did we miss the alien? Well, we probably missed it because we didn't know what it looked like.
What
Because
did
it's an
it
alien
look like?
gun.
Like a little handle with a bulbous, and she like gives a general shape, a bulbous, like bulbous body with like a long stem with circles around it. Some kid in the vault painted it red with permanent paint.
Oh fuck, we do have one of those.
You have that?
Yeah, we picked it up. It was the kid's toy, we thought. Oh, at least I did.
As you didn't give it to Riley, and she pointed at somebody.
Well,
that
we
was the
haven't
plan.
reached Riley yet.
The plan was to give it to Riley.
Oh my god.
Gun.
Oh shit! Oh fucking hell!
There's bad guys out there.
She
She
just
pulls out an
sits there
alien
for-
gun. Bam, bam.
Oh my
Sits
god.
there for a minute, just full
Like
of-
last time Clark told her there's bad guys, she went around and hit them with a baseball bat.
A foam baseball bat.
She just sits there contemplating that, just like, we have that. We were going to give an alien weapon to a kid. We were going to give an
3-year-old.
alien weapon to Clark's kid.
I'm so glad you decided to have this conversation with Shepard.
That is,
This is amazing. Well done.
well,
Thank you.
I'm also saying well done to Smarty and Pulse for actually
Yes,
talking
yes.
to her.
Because like Trinity's been talking to her, but like more of like, you know, you need to keep up with exercises and
It's
you know,
kind
how
of
you
been
doing.
she hasn't been pressing her too much for details on gosh, so you were in the moon, how was all that? She's mostly just kind of making pleasant chit chat and focusing on her physical and mental health. Backstory, however.
it's like,
Yeah.
so, the moon.
Yeah. Sea of Tranquility 2027. Well, sorry, 2275. I don't know. You know, I looked at the memorial every day. And I don't even remember what it says.
She's spending a moment contemplating the
We need
fact
to
that
get
poor
rid of
life
that gun.
choices they almost made. We don't need to. I am keeping that gun.
No,
It's
we
an
need to get rid of
alien
it.
gun from the moon.
Y-
I am keeping it.
They're gonna come back.
They haven't been back in
aliens
200
from the moon
years.
Are gonna come back.
The aliens will always be back.
No, that's robots.
Okay, or robots too, but how
But-
how many were there?
How many?
What-
Well, what?
Or what was their technology like?
I don't know how many there were. I don't know. I wasn't around for the fight. Lost a lot of
Did
good
they-
people that day, though.
Did they have how fast could they go?
What did they look like?
Well, honestly, I don't know. I've never seen one.
Mhm.
You always have, you know, those stories that get passed down from
The
people to
little green
people,
men
but
stories.
They want little green men, though. Where do you get little green men?
I don't know. We just seem to have this thing where we believe that they're these little green men with massive eyes. And like 3 fingers.
That sounds nothing like I've been told.
I heard they were bears called Desmond.
Desmond, the moon bear. How did I get here?
Even
Yeah.
if they don't come back,
That was the Fox mascot.
others will. Or we'll be fucked.
If aliens do come here, yeah, I reckon we're kind of screwed. But at the same time, it's aliens.
What if there's like some sort of tracker or something in that gun? I'd put a track in my guns. Actually, I did put trackers in my guns.
I don't know if Dietz put one in Nora. I don't think she did.
Probably not, because she doesn't have a device to receive the information from a tracker.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be hard pressed to take this from me anyway. She just sort of
From my
pats-
cold, dead hands. That can be
Shh.
arranged.
pats Nora. It'd be hard pressed to take this from me anyway.
Wait. I have half a mental image because you were cut like half a mental image of like, yeah, and it, hard pressed to get this away from me. Like pats what Noah should be, but she like pats the ground. It's just like,
Wait, hang on.
hold up, what? Kevin's like off in a corner sitting on Nora.
Fucking Kevin.
But if they did,
And then when you try to get Nora back from Kevin,
then whoever has the gun is a target.
We've had it for 200 years.
I don't know how fast that space travel would be, but maybe they just haven't
Well, if they want
arrived
it, they
yet,
can
or
come
maybe
get
they
it.
just abiding their time. Maybe they'll sell the information to someone else, come colonize the planet.
I don't see the bad side in this. What you're basically saying is that either they're all dead and they're not coming for it, or we get to fight aliens. I'm not
But
seeing a
we'll-
downside in this.
Will be destroyed. They have interstellar travel, I assume. They could just wipe us out by nothing.
By aliens, that's, it's not a bad way to go.
I don't want us to die.
Obviously, not dying is kind of the crucial point here. But at the same time, if we did, death by aliens is a pretty cool way to go.
Might be. Still.
If they want it, they can come and get it. And, I mean, if they do, by that point, it's probably too late. But, it's the same with the, she's just sort of snapping her fingers trying to remember. What's his name? The old, the AI that wanted the other gun.
Oh, so
General.
General, thank you.
Yeah.
I want to say sergeant, but no, it's general.
It's like that guy. We had that gun. He asked for it, and I gave it to him. It's going to be the same with the aliens.
I can tell I'm not gonna
Yeah,
get you to throw
you know
away
me.
that gun.
You know me well enough, Pulse, by now that you are going to have a very hard time persuading me not to do something related to either magic or science fiction.
Can I at least have a look at it?
Out of character, can it be science fiction if you were just told that they really exist?
It is aliens. You're going to be hard pressed
Yeah.
not to convince her it's not science fiction.
I'd like to check.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say no for you looking at it. Fucking hell.
Well, I mean, more like disassembling it.
Well, as long as you can put it back together again.
I might find a way to put it back together and have it work.
That would be even cooler. Then we would have a working space weapon. What does it even do? She just sort of like looks at Shepard.
I have this
doesn't need to
mental
shoot it.
image. I have this mental image of Claire going, "What's it even do?" Pulling the trigger and then being blown back.
It's just like the
Can.
cricket.
It's just the same as the BFG, but it's just bigger.
Just Claire blown back, slams into a wall, and then fuck yeah!
Whoa!
Like we see a fist weakly pump into the air and go, woo!
I'm okay.
Well, I'm not okay, but that was so awesome.
I'm okay. Well, I think I busted a rib, but I'm okay.
It's just things from the other stars are
What does
dangerous.
it even do? Like, when
Never fired it. Never had to.
oh, that just makes me want to do it even more. I mean,
So,
not in
Paul-
here, obviously.
So, Pulse, you gonna mess with it?
Yeah.
Roll me science.
Fucking, I hope this is nat 20. Reroll.
Okay.
Okay, only get better. Yes.
Only get better. Rolls a 3. So 31, which I do believe is better than what you rolled previously to determine what this thing was. It definitely looks like a plastic casing, but like scratching away at the surface a little. That's like the permanent paint that has been placed on it, giving it this like plasticky look and feel to it. Underneath it is this like gray chrome-ish like metal, and as you kind of like scratch a little bit more away of it, there's like a light blue ring that gently glows on the side. It appears to be some form of possible ammo port. You're not quite sure. Beyond that, it definitely doesn't run on electricity. Otherwise, you'd be able to tell. Yeah, you can't really tell all that much. This isn't like your wheelhouse, so I'm just trying to think of like how to describe this to you. It's definitely an energy weapon of some kind. It would definitely fall under energy weapons. It's got a, I don't know. Without physically taking it apart, there's not much more I can tell you. Do you want to physically take it apart?
Yes.
Okay, you crack the casing and open it up, and it's got things in there that you do not recognize. There's no circuitry or whatso in it. There's no like prisms or anything else that you would usually find in like an energy source or any kind of converters or anything. You find a small little like cylinder that appears to be some kind of energy source on the side, which is where the blue circle light was coming from. Attached to it are several tubes which appear to be feeding lightly glowing blue liquid out from the power source to the back of the machine, to the gun that seems to like be injected into some kind of um, ports that then combine into one tube and then meet up with the third tube in the front where the where it fires. Uh, it looks like with the amount of like liquid inside and whatnot, you think it probably have a clip size of like 40 shots. And um an automatic, it's probably going to be an automatic, all things considered. You don't see any form of like restrictor that would slow that down, and its fire rate would be massive. Like if you could just like lay down on the pistol on the trigger, this thing could like continuously fire.
Let's call her
Cool.
Nora Jr.
Anything that would look like a tracker?
You're not really sure what a tracker might look like in this case. I mean, there's other like glowy bits and like other small pieces of technology, but they seem to be more interacting um
Mm-hmm.
with the liquid. Something of note though, this thing doesn't have sights,
Hmm.
which seems odd to you.
Might want
Um,
to work with DITS to do something about that.
yeah, I mean, you could technically just like try and aim down the top, but there's definitely no like iron sights. Which seems really odd for anyone with eyes. Like, you would think having a gun would wanting to aim, and this does not um, give itself to aiming at all. Um, the grip is relatively uh humanoid shaped. Um, it definitely it seems a little big for your hand. Just like length down wise, it's quite possible that whatever creature uses this has 6 fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Um, aside from that, there actually does appear to be a secondary trigger, which is like on the back of the handle where your palm would rest, so that if you squeezed hard enough, the second trigger would activate, and it appears to be some form of secondary tube that ejects from the back. You're not quite sure what that tube does.
Hmm.
Aside from that, to really test it out anymore, you would have to shoot it.
Oh, does it have any charge?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Um,
I mean, it doesn't look like a full clip, but it does appear to have a charge.
Pulse is gonna reassemble it and hand it to Claire and say it's got a bit of charge, but you might want to do it outside and away
Oh
from
yeah, no,
anything
I'm
important.
definitely gonna do it outside. You know, I'm not gonna do it in here. God knows what this thing does. It's a space alien gun.
Space.
I mean, that's kind of a redundant sentence, but this is, you know, she's kind of excited right now. It doesn't matter. And then she's gonna get up, open the door, walk outside the door. She's still on just the other side of the door. Comment briefly on how fucking cold it is.
Yep, you can see your breath.
Also hug and heat up.
And then just, I don't know, point it at like the nearest object, like, I don't know, like a building or something. And just sort of like look at it and go, how do I fire this?
Uh-huh.
I mean, it does have a clear trigger.
She's just like looking over. It's like, oh wait, there it is, and then just pointing at the building and pull the trigger.
One moment, I'm catching up on chat. Do not use it in here. Yeah, that could be bad. So you pull the trigger, and you're military personnel, so you have incredible trigger control. How do you want to do this?
Um,
Like,
so you say that, but at the same time, this is Claire, and she's very excited. So she's probably gonna squeeze that thing a bit harder than it needs to be.
Cool. Because you squeeze it a bit harder than it needs to be, you can feel that it has like multiple stages to the trigger. You on the first squeeze, the trigger activates and it sends out a bolt of like blue gaseous like plasma-esque material. It's not plasma, but it's kind of like that, and it zooms off very quickly into the distance, and then very quickly actually loses momentum. It goes about good 50 feet, and then just like straight line 50 feet, and then just drops. Because you're squeezing the trigger a bit more forcefully, as you hit that second stage, a whole like spray, almost like a handheld flamethrower of the stuff comes out, and you can feel that there's a third stage. If you really want to, you can hit the third stage.
I get going all the way.
You're going all the way? So you hit the
why not?
third stage, and as far as you can tell, nothing happens, but you do feel the trigger on your palm, like, lessen. So it is now pressable.
Push the button.
You're pushing the button?
Push the button.
Push the button!
Push the big red button.
Okay.
Pull the lever, crunk.
This also has, you can feel, has multiple stages. How far are you going?
We come this way, all the way.
All the way?
We've come this far.
All the way! Okay. So you hit it, and immediately you feel a small electrical shock. And it's not enough to hurt, but it's enough to spasm your muscles.
It's the static shock, and she just instinctively just kind of goes, ah.
It's less. It's more than that, though. It doesn't. It's not like super painful. It's more of like, it's enough to constrict your muscles, and it won't let you go for a couple of seconds.
So it's a taser.
Kinda, but it doesn't like actually hurt you.
It's a space taser.
What does hurt you is the tube that immediately ejects out and into the palm of your hand, piercing your skin, and you can immediately feel it like starting to drain you of blood. Not all the way, but some of it. Take 18 points of damage.
Ow.
And almost immediately, it goes from a light blue, almost like sky blue glow to blood red.
No regrets.
Fucking hell.
We've come this far, we're going all the way. Sod it.
All the way! And the gun appears to, the center mass of the gaseous seems to become a bit more solid, almost like it's denser now. You definitely feel like, out of character, this thing definitely does more damage now.
Worth.
And you are, even though the tube is still in your palm, you can let it go if you want.
Yeah. Well, with the one hand, anyway, maybe. If she actually can, then she's not still being tasered.
Nope. It was just enough to get the tube to go through without you like freaking out and dropping the gun.
That's fair. Yeah, she's gonna pull her other hand away and just sort of be like, ow.
There's a big like red mark in your hand, in the palm of your hand. It feels a little itchy, but beyond that, it seems fine.
Well,
That, that was unexpected. We've never fired a gun that shot back before.
that was scary.
Next is the brain straws. No, not the brain straws. I can't tell if that's a reference to Starship Troopers or to Crash Nebula.
My
I
my
was
dad
going
says
for the one episode of Fairly Odd Parents.
So Crash
Yeah.
Nebula. That's Crash Nebula.
but I just wanted to let you know that my dad says, Claire, go to your room.
Bad, Claire. Bad.
Go to your room. No, it's too fucking cold to be on top of the car.
Is Thren and Jude shift next?
Yes.
Yeah. She's like, well,
Has
There's
this
nothing else you-
has this woken anyone up out of interest?
Actually, it's incredibly quiet.
Hmm.
It makes this noise. It makes like the noise like a super soaker makes.
Indeed. Alien super
So it's
soaker.
not that loud.
if a super circle was filled with blood,
And some kind of alien energy. Yeah.
some kind of alien. So if it was filled with blood and monster, it's basically an alien.
Blood and monster ice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to have Thren check you out before you ever fire that thing again.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing to make a note of. Don't push the button all the way.
I mean, you could if you were desperate.
Yeah, I mean that's a kind of a last resort thing.
That's what it seems like. It seems like a last resort button. Like, fuck, I'm the last guy alive in my unit, and I have 3 enemies bearing down on me. Time to pull out the big gun. I'm not saying we give it to Clark. If I rolled badly, half of Clark's health is gone.
I'm not saying we give it to Clark. You can give it to Clark when you kill Claire. Because you are not getting this off of her without a fight.
Oh, Dally thinks it should belong to Shepard.
I mean, if Shepard wants it back, she will give it back because technically Shepard found it first.
Technically, it belongs to Shepard.
Technically, it belongs to Shepard. Shepard hasn't even said that she can have it. She's just talked about it, and we're like, we have that.
Technically,
Shepard
everything
wants
that
it.
was on that ship now belongs to Shepard.
I mean,
But-
it's technically Shepard's, and Claire is, she is Claire. She will obey the laws of dibs.
Dibs. Law is 9/10 possession.
The infinite universal galactic law of dibs.
Um,
If Shepard
universal
wants it
for a
back,
reason.
she can have it back. No qualms there. If anybody else wants it, they are going to have a fight for it.
Come on, Claire. Let's get back to Shepard.
Yeah, we should probably, yeah. She should just go back inside, shut the door behind her, and go back. And sit down, go. So, we fired the gun.
Pulse, roll me
Okay.
science.
Yep.
Shepard goes, yes, I saw the late show.
It bites.
27.
Mm-hmm.
It occurs to you that this weapon, if used as its last resort, would puncture any form of spacesuit you were wearing, unless the gun was built into the spacesuit, which doesn't appear to so.
Okay.
Like, so if you activated the last resort part of it, it would puncture the spacesuit and, well, let space into your spacesuit, which would kill you. So,
From depressurization.
from depressurization. So either these aliens have very special spacesuits, or
They don't need spacesuits.
they don't need spacesuits.
I was about to say, yeah, that sounds like the shittiest cyanide capsule ever.
I mean, at least you get to have the option to murder your enemies.
It's a
In like
giant
the
middle
30,
finger.
in like the minute you have left remaining.
It's a
Yeah.
giant middle finger as you're going down.
It
It's a giant middle finger shaped like blue energy.
the gun works, but it also stabbed Claire.
Yeah, the gun has a bite to it. And she just sort of holds up her palm.
I imagine that's terrible if you're in a spacesuit.
Oh yeah, no, this thing can kill you if you're in space. By the way, do you want this back or can I keep it? I mean, if you want it, you can have it. I ain't gonna.
She looks
You know.
over at you. I would like it back, yes.
And she gives the gun back.
She takes it and she sets it beside herself and continues on watch like she's supposed to.
The short period where she was the only person on watch.
There is a reason that Claire has never gotten higher in rankings than she
This
is.
is the reason why Claire is still only a lieutenant. Because
Okay.
she has creative ways of abandoning her post. Or
Creative
not actually
ways.
abandoning her post.
Creative ways of abandoning / not abandoning her post.
She's still at her post. She's just not at her post.
Okay.
Yeah, she's gonna sit down, probably wrap her hands, like, just sort of wrap her hand in her shirt. It's not bleeding or anything, it's just kind of...
It's just kind of like red.
stings.
Yeah, it's red and kind of itchy. It itches a lot. It actually doesn't even sting that much. It just really itches.
She's got her hand wrapped in her shirt to, like, stop herself.
Is it really bad? Should we wake up
Bad
Trinity?
attempt. A bad attempt at trying not to scratch her hand against her stomach. And then just sit there until the shift is over and then just go over to Serenity. Poke them awake when it's their go.
If there's anything else you want to do.
Also, I imagine Claire just carries around a wooden post.
This is my post. I have not abandoned it.
God damn it.
God. Fucking.
You've abandoned your post. No, it's right here.
I still have it.
Dude. Sorry, what's Claire's last name?
Moyama.
Moriyama? Lieutenant Moriyama, you've abandoned your post. No, it's right here.
It's like when she was asked to guard the contraband room, so she did, by locking herself in it.
That's a thing. She did that.
That's the thing that's in her backstory. They told her to guard the contraband room, so instead of standing outside and guarding it like most people would, she locked herself in it and just started reading all of the books.
Particularly comic books that have been confiscated.
That's hilarious.
She didn't abandon her post. She was still guarding the contraband room.
And then she gets into an air quotes argument with a superior who's like, you're not guarding your post, and she's all like, yes I am. The only way to get in here is with the key, and I have the key, and I'm locked in the
You
room.
can't get in if the key is on the inside.
Freaking, I love that.
I put a thing in the chat.
Love this
Yeah,
post.
but-
Love this post. It's sweet.
Also,
Post-
this is totally going to be how Claire gets infected with some kind of alien virus.
Oh no.
Claire probably does have
Yeah.
some kind of
It's an
space.
alien bloodborne disease.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Pulse
Yeah.
is right all along.
Yes. Oh no.
Space AIDS.
Oh my.
You now have space AIDS.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Space AIDS. Anyway, um,
I don't have anything after that. She's gonna sit there and
Okay.
chill.
Does Pulse have anything?
Pulse is gonna attempt to handle some electricity and see how resistant she is to that.
Oh my god, what's your resistance to
You're going
electricity?
to get yourselves killed.
65.
Fuck!
65% resistance.
You get zapped and then you just like, I calculate 35%. Yes. Okay.
Sorry, you just need another 35%, and then I will have 2 Noras.
Oh my god.
Wait, no, it's like you get zapped and you're like, okay, so only 35% hurt as I did the last time I did this. Okay. Oh Jesus.
But yeah, I don't have anything. If you've got nothing, we can go wake the others up.
I also like how she's not even like guarding anything anymore. She's just testing her new powers.
Shepard's just
She's
like,
doing-
this is what happens on the watches? I think I should just do all the watches. All of them.
just like, am I
By myself.
Sleep. Just sleep
You
during
will
the day.
you will do less damage if you just sleep.
How you normally take watch? Well, usually there's less explosions.
So you are able to wake up Trinity, Jude, and Mary.
Threnody just kind of comes to and goes, oh god, I had this awful dream that you doomed us all. Not really.
Well,
I found a space weapon and I fired it.
and it stabbed
Also,
her.
do you have anything for itches? Because this is really annoying.
Wait, what's going on? Threnody just pushes herself up the rest of the way.
You know back when we found Shepard?
Yeah.
We found that toy gun.
The toy... yeah, the red one? What about it?
The toy.
It's...
It's a real gun. It's a
What?
real space alien gun. And I fired it.
What? No, what? In here? What?
No, not in here, no. God, no. I have more sense than that. I stood outside the door and did it.
You stood outside the... When you were on
Dude.
watch,
Dude,
you
That's
went
clearly different.
outside. When you
I
were
was
meant to be
outside
on
the
watch.
door. Yes.
I looked after her.
You both went outside when you were meant to be on watch and left Shepard, who is still recovering, by herself.
It was
Oop, you
only
pissed off the
like-
medic now.
It was only
It's
like
okay,
a
she's
minute.
half asleep.
Can Clark go? Stop yelling.
It's fine.
Where is the gun now?
Shepard has it.
Good. Threnody goes over to
Clark's-
Shepard. On behalf of
Clark
all of humanity.
swats and Threnody.
She just swats back. Goes over to Shepard. On behalf of all of humanity, I apologized for them.
I
Yeah,
didn't do
nothing.
anything.
I thought it'd be best to get it out of their hands.
Yes.
Clark goes,
I'm glad.
I didn't do anything.
I'm talking about... Go to sleep, Clark.
No.
I'm glad there's someone else here with common sense. She just pats Shepard on the shoulder.
Speaking of hands, do you have anything for bites? This is really itchy.
Oh, God.
The gun bites.
Oh, God. Is it infected? Did you get infected by an
Yeah.
alien gun? Claire, did you get an
Really
alien...
hard space infection.
Claire,
What
did
have I
you...
talked
Clark-
about? What have I told you about using unsafe weaponry?
Claire, did you get an
Clark
alien
opens his
STI?
eyes and Clark opens his eyes a bit, and then he goes, I hope you didn't use a contaminated needle.
I have no idea.
Threnody goes to her medkit and starts. She basically just kind of says to Jude and Mary, okay, if you guys get set up, I will be with you as soon as I've treated Miss Bad Decisions here.
yeah,
No regrets.
I was about
That's
to say.
my title.
I was about to say Jude gets up and starts patrolling, just murmuring to themselves.
Can you imagine that that if there is some kind of infection, it's been festering there for over 200 years.
Brandy has.
Awesome! I have a 200-year-old virus.
So either it's perfectly safe because it's died out, or it's mutated to the point of total chaos. I guess we'll
Threnody.
just have to wait and find out.
Oh god. Threnody roots around in her satchel for her medkit, and while she's doing so, she pulls out a condom and hands it to Claire. Do yourself a favor. Next time you use a gun, put this on.
Hey.
And then she is going to get out the stim packs and the gauze and whatnot and look at the infection. Not the infection. Sorry, getting ahead of myself.
The quotation marks infection.
Roll me health.
No.
Yes.
Okay. My health is 10.
Or medical, sorry.
Medical is 10. No, it's not. It's 12. I got a 22.
You're rolling completely average except for your massive bonuses.
Hurrah!
Because you did that earlier too, where you rolled a 10, except you had like a.
I have
Like
my
a
stealth boy
20
bonus.
Yeah. You got big.
Do I pass?
Yes, you do.
Ooh.
So. It looks like a series of hypodermic needles. So the itching is probably the it's almost like being hit by a tattoo gun several times over. So that's probably why it itches so much. She also seems to have lost Claire, how much maximum health do you have?
76.
Okay. She seemed to have lost a decent amount of blood too. Not enough to like make her pass out or anything, or even like do permanent damage, but you wouldn't suggest doing it frequently.
You wouldn't suggest doing it again, ever?
Not again, just not frequently. Though yes, she probably does not recommend doing it ever again.
Thren just kind of glowers at Claire.
She's a little rough with the hand.
Did
Zero
you know
regrets.
that your gun is a vampire?
I do now.
She applies, rubbing alcohol to clean the wound, and she injects Claire with a stim pack. The blood will replenish itself naturally over time, just don't overexert yourself.
Aside from that, everything seems fine. I mean, you could try and run a blood test, but you probably want to wait till you actually have equipment.
When we get back to the Chandri, we're doing a test on you. Don't have sex with Pulse until we're sure that you're okay.
I mean, that was
Aww.
I wasn't planning to, but you know, we can wait until the Chandri.
Like 3 weeks later, you finally make it on the Chandri, and then you've cleared Claire, and Pulse just like grabs Claire and is like, "Come with me," and he's then like locked in a room for like a day straight.
Come with me if you want to boink. Sorry.
We've already got step one. Already got step one, and she just sort of wiggles the condom that was passed to her.
I just, Pulse, keep your girlfriend under control.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because posts.
As she grabs 2 live wires. Okay.
It also tasered me. That was. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been tasered.
Threnody just looks so done. She puts her supplies away, and you two go to sleep. I don't want to hear another peep out of you until morning.
Okay.
Also, post is not fireproof.
Oh yeah.
She jumps into the fire.
Or Pulse jumps into the fire.
What? No! Go to bed, you maniacs!
Yes, Mum.
Threnody is so mad. I love it.
Threnody just goes over and sits with Mary. Is Mary sitting down or is she patrolling like Jude?
Nah, she's probably gonna be sitting down.
She goes over and sits with Mary and just. I am surrounded by children, and I don't mean Ricky and Dean's kids.
No regrets.
Go to sleep! So, Mary, how are you? You haven't jumped in a fire or stabbed yourself with an alien gun today, have you?
Not today.
Good, I like you. Wait, what? Okay. She just slowly buries her face in her hands, remembers this is counterintuitive to keeping watch, and just lowers her hands and looks around. Is it?
Anything y'all want to do?
She's saying to Mary, is it this crazy where you come from?
She looks over at everyone. Looks back at you. No.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, you
Jude
probably...
just-
Sorry, no, go ahead, Eli.
Jude's just still patrolling. Sorry about that.
That's alright. I'm sorry, Mary, you probably expected it to be a little less hectic outside of the ruins, huh?
A little bit.
Well, don't worry, as soon as you take your leave of us, you should have a slightly more peaceful existence. Not that I'm looking to get rid of you or anything.
Oh, good.
Kind of like having you around. Anyway. I've been wondering, what made you decide you wanted to leave the ruins anyhow?
Probably Samuel.
Yeah? Why did he leave? I can't remember.
There's a few back home that feel that they need to understand everything, anything, that they can make sense of, I suppose, the world by knowing. And curiosity got the best of him, I suppose.
Hmm.
I can't say that it hasn't me either.
I mean, I'm going to go ahead and hope that you don't end up in quite the same place he did.
I'm sure he's fine.
He's out of character. Did we tell? Does Mary know what happened to Sam?
I'm gonna say yes.
She raises an eyebrow. I mean, he's surviving okay, but it's not much of a... I mean... We want to get him out. I mean, we've got a lot of pressing issues to deal with at the moment, but I was kind of hoping at some point to go to the Crucible. At least let him know that we delivered the message.
I'm sure the messenger told her.
Yeah. I don't know, I just... It never felt right leaving him there. I mean, it's what he asked us to do. And it made sense. If we got him out of there without much of a plan, he would have just been recaptured. It's just... it just didn't feel right, you know?
Well, demons live a long time. They often don't. Their plans often span decades rather than months.
Yeah. Wow. How long do they live?
Well, we haven't had one die of old age yet.
Christ. I mean... Wow.
Out of character, that's not that surprising since super mutants don't die of old age either.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
And they're half super mutant, so.
Okay. In which case, Randy will sound like a bit surprised, but not. Huh.
Damn it, Spotty.
What?
I regret nothing!
Oh my god.
I can just imagine like Claire like Magna locked out to the outside of a spaceship as it hits hyperspace.
Oh my god.
I regret nothing. Anyway.
Gonna ride the TARDIS from the outside of it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I would love to see that.
Didn't Jack do that once?
I think he did. Yes, so. Did I miss a question, or
No.
was there no? Okay.
Thren does look at Mary and say, so, what are you hoping to find out here?
I don't know. I suppose I'll know it when I find it.
Guess so. You think you'll go back eventually? Your parents being there and everything?
I haven't really thought about it, really.
Huh.
Honestly, I didn't ever think I'd get this far.
Yeah. Sorry, I worry a bit sometimes. If it hadn't been for us, maybe you'd still be back there where it's safe.
Because it's not safe here.
Like, it's not safe in the ruins, by a long shot, but you seem to be safe in the Court of Demons. And out here, safer than the ruins, but... Well, for instance, we have a group of Mirelurks that are either over there, she points to one end of the tunnel, or over there, she points to the other end, or both. And
as you point to the other end, scuttling from the shadows,
oh shit.
Oh, god damn it.
Okay.
is a Mirelurk.
She stands up. Oh shit. Is Jude close by?
Up to Jude.
Sorry, my headphones came undone. What'd you ask?
Is Jude close by?
Yeah.
Jude, you see it?
Jude will look. Can Jude see it?
Yes.
Keep it in your sights. I'm going to wake Oswin.
Jude nods and makes sure that they're sort of between the Mirelurk and the rest of the party.
Scuttle.
Mary, if it comes close, just try to keep it from getting to the others, okay?
Okay.
And Thren will go and wake Oswin.
No, cards are kids.
Oswin, I hate to disappoint you, but it's actually a Mirelurk.
Shoots up awake.
Come on this way.
She grabs her hunting rifle, slings it on her back, and yeah, stop.
When you come around, you see that Mary has come to the edge of the platform because the Mirelurk has seen you and come over, and as being told to make sure the Mirelurk doesn't come close, she has pushed her bowstaff into the middle of its like shell, and is just keeping it at bay as it tries to maneuver around, and she just keeps like pushing it away. She's basically doing the equivalent of like sticking her hand on a kid's head as it tries to swing at her.
Thrody panics a bit and runs over. You okay?
I'm fine.
Has it tried to come out of the tracks yet?
It looks like it's just trying to get to the edge of the platform, and she won't let it. She just keeps keeps pressing the stick to the middle of its head and just keeping it from getting closer.
Thren smiles a little at this.
She's just like nonchalantly standing there, like she's doing what she was told to do.
Meanwhile, Jude is just staying between the Mirelurk and the party.
Can I attempt to tame?
You'd have to get off the platform.
So I'm going down there.
Okay.
You jump down on the platform, and the Myrloc sees you.
Oswin, if it looks like
And-
it's gonna get hairy, we're pulling you up, okay?
She nods and just starts doing her thing.
Threnody has Nightingale at the ready at this point. Actually, she gets this look and says, Jude, Mary, keep an eye on this. I'm going to get Pulse.
Jude nods and actually gets Check ready so that they can lasso Oswin at a moment's notice.
Thren is going to crouch over by Pulse and shake her awake and say, "Hey, science girl."
Oh.
What was that, Ellen?
Fuck, a misclick.
Oh. It's okay. You're here now.
I booted Andrea from the call.
Oh no! Oh no! Ellen by accident.
apparently-
Ellen by accident. Oh no!
I tried to unmute.
I hear when that happens.
Oh no!
But
anyway, yeah, Threnody is shaking Pulse awake.
Pulse awake.
Hey, Oswin's doing a thing. Can you come put a force field on her?
Yeah. And she will wave
She doesn't even get up. She just kind of goes bleh.
Funny, she misses and accidentally puts a shield on the Milo. And it's gonna take a turn though, so because you gotta get over there and wake her up. So Oswin, go ahead and roll me to tame this thing.
All right, I did roll the amount of turns. It is 4 turns. So hang on. Trying to remember. It was plus something. Trying to remember which one it was.
I believe it's nature.
Nature or survival. I'm gonna go with nature because that is the higher one.
I think it's nature.
Okay. And a 22.
Ooh, nice roll. Unfortunately, you fail.
What?
Not because of the roll. As you're trying to tame it, you realize something. This thing is already owned.
Oh my.
And then the nat 1 and the 3 that I rolled proc. And the Milo grabs Mary's bow staff in its pinchers, and she rolls a nat 1 to keep from flailing off, and it just kind of yanks, and she falls forward into the railing.
Oh
and
shit!
And it swings the bow staff wildly, and it rolls a 3 and misses everybody, and it just flings it off in a random direction.
Oh god. Is this while is Threnody still over at Pulse at this point?
At this point, the shield can go on to Oswin.
The shield goes to Oswin.
Can Threnody see all this happen?
You can see that Mary's no longer on the platform.
Wait, shit!
The bow staff wildly flying.
Okay, so did Mary fall?
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, basically Mary fell.
She got pulled
Okay,
in.
so once Oswin realizes that, oh shit, I can't tame this thing, she's gonna dive for Mary to help her up.
Threnody is running for the platform. She's like, oh shit, no! Mary fell down.
Jude is going to take this opportunity to use my favorite skill roll.
Is it Knuckle Cracker?
Intimidate. Yep.
Crackle the knuckle.
Jude will crack their knuckles, which will give me a +5 if memory serves.
Ooh.
And feel free to call bullshit on this flavoring, but Jude is going to jump down, land right on the Mirelurk. Well, not on the Mirelurk's head, right in front of them, and just grab the Mirelurk's face and whisper to it, "Y'all go back where you came from, and don't come back till we're long gone, or else it ain't just gonna be my fists that's cracking."
I'ma eat seafood tonight.
If Jude looks like they're about to jump down, Osmond is going to just shake her head no at Jude.
Jude did it anyway.
We're about to get swarmed.
It's like, yes, let's all just go in the train tracks. That's fine. Everyone is having such good judgment today.
One moment.
Rolled a 27 to intimidate.
Ooh. That's a lot. Okay. Okay. So. Oh no. How am I? Okay, so as you grab this thing's face, and it has those like black dots for eyes, there's like it looks at you, and it's like it's trying to back away, like it's trying to like scuttle away, but you have its face in your hands as you're talking, and then there's a sheen over its eyes, and it stops, and it looks at you with like pure clarity.
Jude is not sure what this is, but Jude is still gonna say, "Go on, get."
It brings up its pinchers, and like intertwines its like 4 segments, so like it looks like roughly like a hand without a thumb, and then lowers 3 of them.
Is it flipping me off?
Basically, and then tries to punch you in the face.
Fuck. Whoever owns these motherfuckers has got that move already. God damn it, I can't use that.
18. Does an 18 hit you?
Let me check my AR, but almost certainly.
It's probably, but I just want to make sure.
It's matching my AR.
Oh no, it has to beat you. Darn it, so it misses. It like hits you, but it doesn't go through your armor. And I guess it's your turn? I don't know. Wait, no, you've intimidated. It responded. Does Oswin want to do anything?
Oswin is gonna go say, Jude, get down, pull out her hunting rifle, fire 3 shots.
Yeah, Jude's gonna get down.
Okay.
I'd like to point out, Jude's response was reasonable under the circumstances, and it would have worked if not for extraneous bullshit.
Yeah, it would have. What did you roll? 27? I'm gonna call that a success. The only thing was it started freaking out, and then the thing happened, and they didn't hear like half of the intimidation, so it didn't have its full effect. Which is why it didn't fully freak out. Yeah, kinda, but it'll pay off. So Oswin,
Give me 1 quick second to type this all out. Fuck, that's the nat 1. Please, someone help.
Take my reroll.
No.
Take my reroll.
Okay. I gotta get back to the rolls. Thank you. 3. So grand total of 12 on that one.
Yeah.
So a 19, a 12, and a 13.
Mhm.
That 19 is gonna hit. And that 13, actually, I'm gonna say does not.
Okay. One hits 5, one gets scared off.
Yeah, the other ones like bounce off its carapace.
1 damage. It's not human, so it doesn't get it. My target. It's so long.
Yeah, no. There are 3 gunshots, so I'm pretty sure everyone's awake.
From her position on the floor, she'll roll over, grab Nora, and roll back over.
I like the idea that she like cuddles Nora in her sleep. So it's like, oh, there's a fight, rolls over, already aiming down. Let's go, bam, dead. Okay, going back to sleep now.
I love a lot of 1s, but I also rolled a 10.
27 to the face. It stumbles back. It chitters. Yes, and so Claire, Thready, Pulse. Who wants to go next?
Can I say? I mean, I think okay. So
Threnody.
everyone will be awake at this point, but Threnody was running back.
Yeah, no. So,
First.
so you can go
I
first.
think it's Threnody, Pulse, and then everyone else in whatever order.
Yeah, because Pulse and
Yeah.
Threnody was already up and Pulse was already awake. Everyone else will be going from a sleeping start.
Yeah, Clark is like, how?
Basically.
This is Osmond next to you.
What's that, Andrea?
You notice that Osmond is not next to you.
Clark sees this, and well, let me know when it's Clark's turn.
Fair enough. Okay, so what Threnody is going to do is run over and reach out to pull Mary up.
Oh, okay. She takes your hand.
Can I pull her up? Do I need to roll?
At this point, since you're both trying to do it, and you both have strength, I'm just gonna say you do it.
Okay. Jesus. Sorry, Mary. And she has she looks uncertain about what she wants to, she's gonna pull her shotgun, I think.
Okay. If you want to take one shot off, you can. Otherwise, we can move on to the next person.
She's just readying it, I think.
Okay, fair enough. And then Pulse.
Pulse was getting up, and then she started shambling over. Claire asked Pulse where she was going. Gunshots sounded. Pulse pointed at the fight and started a flame in her hand. Then she slowly, well, not slowly, she started into a rush, and she will attempt to push the Mirelurk, basically fly at it, push it back, and then unleash a thing at it.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't really prepare all these calculations, but how hurt does it look?
It looks hurt, but it doesn't look as hurt as a Mirelurk normally should be. This thing definitely has more health than a normal Mirelurk.
Yeah. Well. Oh my god, I can activate all these at once. Can I get Jude out of a blast radius?
You want to shout at Jude?
Yeah.
Jude
probably.
already used their move action to get to hit the ground.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Pulse is gonna attempt to push it back a bit. Okay. Pulse is gonna pop Wrath in Power with fire.
Oh no.
Pulse is gonna cross the streams.
For the Magic the Gathering fans out here, I think Ellen's built a storm deck.
Pulse is gonna switch to plus to hit.
Okay.
Pulse is gonna Eye of the Magus.
Okay.
And Pulse is gonna get into concentrated blast range, and then double incineration blast 3.
Jesus Christ. Roll.
Roll to hit.
Guys, I think this thing might die. That's 20. That's a hit.
Yeah.
It does die.
Oh.
It's hit me a job.
2d12 plus 8. Should we roll the chance to cross the streams?
What does cross the streams do?
It says cast 2 mage spells in the same turn. If you do skip your next turn, each spell cast has 30% to fuse with the other.
The fusion happens with the 2 different kinds of elemental spells.
Oh, okay. So I won't do that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this is taking a bit. I have to calculate.
That's cool.
That's fine.
It's fine.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
there's a lot of math.
Yeah, mage is. But I think this thing's gonna die, guys. I think my look is going to die. Thank God the sun is just like peeking over the horizon. Good thing this actually happened in the last shift.
So we can haul ass.
Yeah, because then we're like, well, basically we got a couple of hours of sleep anyway, and then we just like spend another hour or so in the cart sleeping as we actually drive. So everything's fine. Whew. If you don't kill this thing,
I will be amazed.
yeah, so will I. Oddly, and I can only do so much here. I have 2 or 3 abilities I could proc, and I really want them to.
I don't have any righteous indignation or anything of that. Champion of the people. So, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I do have.
God, can you imagine if you proc those
overwhelming.
beforehand? Oh, good God.
I do have power overwhelming, so that's good.
Jesus Christ.
Plus 8d2. Yep. I think that's all. Yep. 5.
All that. And you've
Jesus Christ!
Wow. Those
I'm
are some
pretty
pretty
sure
low
it's
rolls.
dead. Does anyone want fried fish for dinner?
That's what I was thinking. Anyone want some baked fish? So you blast this thing with this massive like pyrohelix fire blast. And it like spirals through the air, slams into this Mirelurk. And
Oh,
it
pulses right up.
Oh, you're right up in front of it?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So you hit this thing with the fireball, and it just flies across the tracks, lands like 4 or 5 tracks away, tumbles, and just is a smoking wreckage of carapace. And from somewhere deeper down the tunnels, you can hear "Meow!" as it echoes across the tunnel, and followed right behind it is this just massive as the
Right, well, time to leave.
entire tunnel kind of vibration shakes a little bit.
Time to go.
Shit.
Time to leave.
Claire, get everyone up and moving.
Yeah, Clark, when he feels the tunnel vibrating, gets up and starts shaking everyone like awake and ushering them out the door.
Yep.
Buildings begin to move. It is time to leave.
By the way, where did Mary's bow staff go?
Oh,
It's gone.
Way.
she's gonna retreat. Actually, you don't know. You don't see it.
She looks around. Where'd your staff go?
I can get another one. Let's go.
Okay.
Like the stuff we're going.
In which
Jude is
like if it was easy to pick up, she would have grabbed it, but if it's not, she's not gonna. She's gonna reach in for Oswin and Jude.
Jude says, just give me a moment. And Jude's going to toss 3 frag mines and a bottle cap mine down in the thing.
Okay, she's reaching
Okay.
for Oswin to pull her out.
Then Jude
How
will start
tall is the
clambering
thing?
out.
Because I know, because Arthur loves trains, I know that subway platforms can be a bit tall, and Oswald is 5 foot.
Threnody is reaching down to get her. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Once Jude's done throwing throwing out the mines, Jude will pick Oswin up and throw her up to Threnody.
Okay, that works.
Yep, that works too.
Okay.
Okay.
And then Thren will give Jude a hand up as well.
Yep.
Okay, go, 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 go!
Nothing else.
And as you are running from the platform, you can hear as like a dozen scraping legs are rushing down the tracks in your direction
Oswin, what the
from the darkness.
Okay. Actually, she's not gonna... No questions right now, just running. Questions later.
Wolf
And
yells
you-
back, "Don't fuck with us."
Oswin
Don't!
is making sure that V is okay and is gonna just like make sure V is going ahead of her.
Yep, nope, V's booking it.
V does not want to be part of this family reunion.
Brother talks.
Bleh. 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 Anyway, yes, so, you book it, and as you're running out, the Mirelurks begin to clamber into the light, and you can see there's way more than a dozen. There might be more than 2 dozen,
Boom.
but you're not quite sure as they begin, and as you hop in the cart and just have the horses take off, you hear and you hear another no, and another tremendous like roaring as the ground begins to shake.
Yeah, we are
That's enough
definitely
of that.
leaving.
Threnody is going to do what I think Ricky does and count all the kids.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay.
Oh god. She has that moment of going, oh.
The backbench.
And then she starts counting everyone else. Including
1,
Osmond's
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
pets.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Was the moves like one kid's head down. There you are. A 12. Okay. Whew.
It's like, okay, Dean Ricky, Mary Shepherd, V Rex, Axel, etc., etc., etc. And Obsidian.
You're all there. Mary is like surprisingly calm for the whole situation. She's just like stretching with a bow staff.
How?
Um,
How? She lost her bow staff.
It's magic.
How does she have a bow staff?
And she's like stretching, and she was like, "That was interesting.
Answer me!
Does that usually happen?
Why does she have a bow staff? She lost it.
I don't know. Why don't you ask her?"
She's about as confused as you are.
Threnody just looks at... No, you dropped that! What, that you... Where... What?
Huh?
You have a bow staff again.
She like holds it and looks down. Oh,
So I
yes,
do.
I do.
When did you have time to get that back?
Mm.
Hang on.
Uh,
So when I said hang on, I meant just go ahead.
As all
Bless you.
this was going on, Jude looks through. I'm presuming that Oswin's driving.
Yep.
Jude looks through their inventory and says, "Shit. Next place we stop, I'm gonna want to get some more explodies.
All right.
Only got 2 mines left."
We do still need to go to Riverside. Oswin, what was that?
Marlick was already the Marlick belonged to someone else. I'm gonna guess that was the scream.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it had like people eyes.
I think we're kind of more worried about the noise after the scream.
It's someone who can control Marlurks. Yeah, we're maybe not going to stop by there again.
That's what you think.
Oh. Ah!
Oh, shut up, honey.
He's just doing.
Are we gonna meet the queen?
The queen say off with their
Already
heads.
met a queen.
I still have explosive components on my sheet. Am I allowed to have Jude spend a lot of time today, like building some more makeshift grenades and mines?
Roll me construction.
Give me one moment. I just imagined Jude as what the hell was his name? Vinny.
Vinny.
Just messing around with the dynamite attached to an alarm clock, and then, and maybe I should do this later, huh?
I only have
Yeah.
a handful of these. Road flare.
What are these for a rainy day? Pulls out a
Uh,
mini nuke.
I will use my reroll on that.
Okay. Oh, no. 9. You know you're not. This isn't going well, and you can stop before it gets really out of hand.
Yeah, Jude just stops and says, "Son of a bitch. Yeah, we're gonna need to stop, and I'll see if I can sell some shit to get some more boom boom."
Threnody has come over, and she has been looking over everyone to make sure no one's hurt, and is now coming at Jude with the stethoscope.
I think I'm alright. I didn't do nothing too taxing this time, and
Checks
it
anyway.
was just.
Yeah, Jude's pretty fine. Jude's getting smart on how they deal with fights.
That's part of why Jude tried to scare it away and not just sock it.
You don't understand. Threnody is having a stressful day.
That's fair.
Why?
I wonder why. Miss, I know. Let's fire the unknown alien weapon.
And nothing else seems to happen, and you pass Vault 267. Does anyone remember, out of character, what Vault 267 is?
Hang on, let me look them up.
Yes, I definitely do. Hatter, you should say what it is so that we know that you know what it is.
I don't remember what it is.
Yep. As your characters pass by, you see a yellow top fast food restaurant and a Patty Prince restaurant, and you recall that the vault is located between the two of them.
Oh, that vault.
Yes.
Not stopping, keeping going.
Yep.
For the record, this is just a silly little thing, but as Threnody is checking their heartbeat, Jude just places a hand on her head and musses her hair.
Threnody makes indignant pathologist noises.
Just nice.
This is my job. I'm being very professional, she says out loud.
Yeah, you are.
And you continue. You could end the and you continue on. You then getting closer to the radioactive crater. Now is this? Do you want to stop here and check it out, or keep pushing to the Church of the Sacred Flame?
Let's keep pushing.
Like, Threnody would kind of like to check out the radioactive crater before or after the church, because isn't that where Jimbo was last seen?
Yep. Well, that's where Jimbo said he was going. So
Threnody wouldn't mind just checking to make sure Jimbo is okay, but that can be after.
Yeah.
Jude will check the radio frequencies
Ooh.
to see if there's anything unusual around the crater.
Good thinking.
Let me check. Hold on. What is that? I'm trying to read my own handwriting.
I know the feel.
No, you don't. But actually, checking the radio, you do hear an interesting message.
Oh.
From Smack Talk.
Oh no.
The radio show, not him calling you.
Yes.
He says, what was it I had planned out for him to say?
Everything's fine.
Well, it seems I have some very dedicated fans. Someone went way out of their way to find me and asked me for one simple request, to play a very simple song for their very special somebody. And I can't quite blame them. And just for their efforts, I'm going to go ahead and play it. So here is He Calls Me Crazy. Happy birthday, Daniel. And the song begins to play.
Aww.
And that's it. Yes, beyond that, you don't get any like secret radio stations or signals.
What is the date today? In game.
Oh,
In game. Because
oh,
Thren's gonna
uh,
take note.
oh,
I think last we checked it was October.
yeah,
Well, it's getting pretty fucking cold now, so I'm
yeah.
guessing
I think it's gonna be in November by now, or even yeah. I think it's gonna be late November by now.
Oh, we missed Thren's birthday. Oh well.
Aw.
Well, you've
if
been
if Thren, if Thren brings this up, Clark is gonna. Well, I'll let you see.
you've also been kind of like
Busy.
stuck in the ruins for a while.
Yeah. That's fair.
So fighting for your life does not exactly lend to being able to celebrate birthdays very well.
That makes perfect sense. Threnody is 25 now. Woo!
No, I'm gonna
On
say
the plus side,
it's-
she got a bear.
She did
She
get a
did.
bear,
Happy birthday!
and she's also
That's your birthday present. For the house.
she is basically taking note of when Daniel's birthday is.
Let's say November 19th.
Okay,
I'm gonna
Um,
forget that. I know I'm gonna forget that. So
we'll write it down.
be sparing with me.
Is Threnody gonna bring up that that her birthday's passed?
Not right now. She might in the future.
Damn.
And you so you don't stop at the radioactive crater. You keep pushing on.
No, we both.
Threnody will kind of look out and say, "Should we stop by here at some point, just to see how Jimbo's doing?"
I would be cool with stopping after we get this stuff dropped off, and
That's fair. Church first.
Church first.
Church first.
I want to see how the Nuka cult are doing as well.
So you push on towards the Church of the Sacred Flame, and you, as you get closer, everything starts to seem really familiar, and you get all the way up to the wall of the Church of the Sacred Flame, and there are two guards on either side of the door, and actually you recognize them. They're two members of the Archangels, at least the group that you know.
Wait, so that's the group of 4, right?
Yeah, that's the group of 4 elites.
Yeah.
Archangel. Oh, I don't remember the name of the group. It was literally one of the Archangels.
Well, I remember.
Gabriel or
Gabriel,
no?
I think.
They weren't
But I
Michael?
can't. Actually, no. I think it was Michael. Archangel Michael. I think that was the group. I can re-listen later. But yes, they're one of the Archangel groups. These are the two you don't know. Like you don't know them by name. You didn't talk to them.
Oh, I thought we knew all their names. There was Dom,
You do.
Snake.
There was Dom, Snake, and then.
Okay, I can't actually
Like-
remember the other two.
Yeah, like you know the names of the other two, but the only ones you ever talked to was Snake and I believe Dom.
Well, we talked to
Oh.
Snake. Snake didn't talk back.
Yeah, true. Snake has too much shit.
too much.
They see you and they're like, okay, yeah, come on in. Like
Thren,
we've been expecting you.
Thren salute.
They salute back. And you enter into the camp, the outside area of the Church of the Sacred Flame. And upon seeing this, you notice several things that are different. One, there are far less people than usual. Like even before, there was like several people like milling around doing stuff. The only people you see are Father Ezekiel, the other two archangels, and probably 80 people of Pulse's Vault. The Pulse's Vault is entirely running laps on a track while holding buckets on their arms outstretched on either side of them, and the buckets appear to be filled to the brim with rocks.
Oh my fucking
I
god.
remember that exercise.
And they're all just like pumping iron. Ezekiel's standing cross-armed on the side of the track, watching them diligently. The other Snake's just like standing on the side, smoking a cigarette. Dom is like standing next to her, watching. They seem to be like saying something to each other every once in a while. And as you're watching, there's this elephant. I mean, he's a big guy. He's like 8 feet tall and probably just as wide. His arms have been drooping this entire time. The buckets are dragging on the ground. And he just like slows to a crawl and then finally stops. And he just drops the buckets. And he just stands there for a moment in silence. And almost the entire yard is just quiet, except for the noise of like rocks bouncing in buckets. And the elephant slowly turns and drags his feet off of the track. And Ezekiel just watches him as he goes, and he drags his feet along another pathway, and he goes all the way to this big like church bell, and he like leans his head against it, and his arm like really like weakly tries to grab at the mallet beside the bell, and he accidentally knocks it over. He doesn't even have the strength to bend over and grab it. So he just kind of lifts his head up.
Headbutts the bell.
And headbutts the bell. And the bell, dong. And everyone just like kind of stops and watches him. And he just stands there. And Ezekiel walks over to him, puts a hand on his arm because there's no way he can reach his shoulder, says some words to him, and leads him over to the church. And gets him in through the door and closes the door behind him. Turns around, sees all of the other Vulties have stopped. He just stares at them, and they all start running again. He sees you.
Thren looks over at Pulse. Well, it seems your compatriots are kind of settling in.
Seems like it.
It's totally normal.
Ah, yeah, the old rocking the bucket run. I remember this from training.
Threnody holds up the stack of logbooks. Got a delivery here for Mr. Father Ezekiel.
Very funny.
I
Thank
try.
He takes it.
How are you holding up here, Father?
We're short on everything.
Yeah.
We're making it.
Did the followers, did the cultists make it here okay?
Hold on, I gotta think of something. How long did it take you to get to the...
Because I think they might have sent some people from the Order to collect them.
They did. I was just trying to determine like how long you'd been in the ruins after that, and how long it would take them to get from the plant
Basically,
back to
if
the
they're
church.
if they're here, yeah.
Yeah, they are. They're settling in. We're still dealing with medical situations and other things. He looks over at you. You got a full group here.
We have been picking up some people, yes.
I can see that.
I'm sure you know how that feels.
He like leans over and sees that Claire is now sporting a sword. Clark is now sporting 2 swords, and whatnot. And he's like, might want to see the blacksmith about those.
Oh. Actually, by the way, what out of character? What time of day is it now?
Oh, it's getting late.
Can we stay the night? Maybe. She's asking the others this as well.
I'd be alright.
I'm
with
down.
that.
I'm sure we can make some room.
Yep.
You'll have to excuse the early wake-up call, though.
Oh, I'm used to it, don't worry.
Oh wow, this will be one night where we don't actually have to take watches. That'll be nice.
I know, right?
You don't, they do.
But-
Ain't that a nice change?
But yeah, we can stay. You two can get your swords looked at. If you need any medical help, I can sure make myself available for that.
I like that. We could use all the help we could get.
You bet.
Actually, if you're willing to do some work for us, we've been having some trouble lately,
Oh,
and I ain't got the men to spare to care of it.
Oh,
Yeah, we can discuss it later. Go ahead and get your horses taken care of, and let me take care of them. He turns around. He goes, "All right, fire up! And everyone just drops the buckets and rushes to in front of Ezekiel. And you can take care of your horses.
Um,
Come on, Pulse.
Also,
I haven't made that joke in a while. Shush.
No.
Hey, that's
also
my
bad
horse.
crosswind on the head. That's grin.
hey Oz, you got this, or do you need any help?
I got it. I got it.
Alright, if anyone needs me, I'll be in the medway.
Oh, he actually turns around and goes, actually, you have any supplies we could possibly borrow?
What kind of supplies?
What do you got?
Looks at Oswin, since she's mostly in charge. Oh, well, we do actually... Where's the cart sheet?
Finding it.
Thank you.
He's like coming up with exercises for these I don't want to say anything rude about your people, Pulse.
Anything you're looking for particularly?
Recruits.
I'm glad you don't want to be a dick.
Snake snorts.
Trinity
What
smells.
exactly are you looking for?
What were you gonna say?
Yeah, no, he's looking for like interesting materials to use in basically creative exercises to keep these people on their toes. Because the same exercises over and over again helps form patterns, but they don't help. They only help so much. You have to mix it up.
Oh,
Have you
well,
asked
hell's
them-
Got a turret.
hang on, what about Shepard and Claire? They might have some ideas. Especially Shepard.
Oh yeah, but also we had a gym team. Have you asked them?
We got a few ideas from them, but nothing too robust.
And
Okay.
sometimes the classics are good and saying simple.
Yep, he's gonna talk over with Osmond about the things that they have in the court. 30 can go help the medical
Yep,
people.
she's gonna go do that.
Is then
Blacksmith. Gonna drop my sword off at the blacksmith.
I made that maybe a little difficult. So, but we'll take care of that when you get to it. Anyone else?
Any sciencing?
Any sciencing needing to be done? Actually, they do have some engineering that might need to be done.
Oh, cool. Pulse will ask Jude for help,
Right
but
around.
Eli's not here.
So I guess we'll check that out when Eli gets back. Did he Zarg again? Oh no, he stepped AFK, sorry, my bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stepped away.
Do you have any gunpowder on this list?
Don't think gunpowder's on this list. You got.
I think we have bullets.
Well, let's
Yeah, you could
take a
crack open
look.
bullets together. Oh my god, you have the supplies in this area to make a shit ton of grenades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not a
that's...
lot, not like good ones, but like a shit ton of grenades.
None of us use 10 mil ammo, right?
I don't think so.
Mm.
Well, I
I
don't.
used to, but then I got rid of that gun.
I don't.
Threnody has a certain prejudice against 10 mil.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be willing to pawn off the 10 mil stuff to y'all.
No, you don't understand. There's a grenade called the tin can grenade, which requires one thing of duct tape, one thing of gunpowder, and one tin can.
And a
We
shit
got a
ton
lot of
of
tin
grenades.
cans.
Yeah, you have a lot of tin cans. And a lot of spare ammo you don't need. The one thing holding you back is duct tape, and you have 20 of those.
So-
Jude could make a lot of grenades.
So what we're saying is, we don't necessarily need to stop what we need to go to Riverside anyway, but Jude can make more explosives. This is good to know.
Yeah. I mean, they're not as good as normal grenades, but in mass, they're still good. I mean, they'll still damage.
Yeah.
It's still an explosion.
They still go
Oh,
boom.
if that's the case, then
Welcome back.
Jude's willing to work with that.
Yeah, did you hear what I was talking about?
Random ass ammo tin can grenades.
Yeah, the tin can grenades require duct tape, tin can, and gunpowder, which you can get gunpowder from breaking up ammo you're not using. And because you have what's your construction?
+4.
+4. You know that if you took some of like the scrap metal or some other things that you're not using, you could turn them from like tin can grenades to tin can shrapnel grenades,
Damn.
or like
Uh,
tin can glass grenades. It
if
could get
you guys,
devastating.
if you guys would be willing to allow that, Jude would enjoy doing that.
Does
And could
anyone
I?
use 5.5 millimeter ammo?
I know I use .308.
Let me
50
No.
Yeah.
cal.
let me check what all my weapons take.
I don't think
think-
any of us use 5.56.
Yeah, I think
So,
that's
two of
machine
them-
gun ammo.
I think it is too.
But if we can crack that open, we have 230 of that, so that's a lot of gunpowder.
Yeah, I only take. I basically take energy clips, .44s, and shotgun shells.
Yeah,
Are
the
we even
5.56
keeping track
are
of
the
our
so
ammo?
I don't know. The 5.56 ammo is used for assault rifles, and I don't think anyone in the group uses them.
Oh.
Shepard's got no hands on one, but that's an NPC gun, so that doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Also, Jude will hand them when they ask for stuff that could be useful. Jude has 3 Deathclaw gauntlets, 2 Power Fists, and a thing of power armor.
Oh shit!
Does this do anything for you?
Hero?
He like
Oh
he
my
like looks
god.
he like looks through the list. He's finding a few things that he could use. Some temporary stuff that he would use some stuff that he wants permanently, but nothing that really nothing too like great. Just some stuff that'll help in general. And he unfortunately can't um pay you. They don't really have that much money right now. They're kind of living off of donations from the vault, and other things. They're trying to get back on their feet, but it's not the easiest thing in the world.
They can just
As Threnody,
Understandable.
They can just owe us a
Threnody
favor.
would know.
They can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually,
No,
Denial
Threnody
you.
actually. Yeah, Threnody has lived through having a place completely decimated before and having most of the staff killed off. Yeah, she can relate.
yeah. Actually, he's going to say that you can have the blacksmith make the blacksmith thing for free if you give him some of the things that he needs here. But there is a caveat to that. The blacksmith is very picky about his sword crafting, so you're gonna have to deal with that when you talk to him.
I have an interesting idea.
Okay.
Jude is going to look through their crap and also come to the realization that they could make some explosives out of some of the shit we have and talk to everyone about that as an option.
Holy crap! Do you want to be awesome?
But
Take one of the leather belts and just like make 4 tin can grenades, like shrapnel tin can grenades, and just like stack them on the belt and have one pin that pulls all 4, and you can just toss the belt.
yep.
Hmm.
And that would be pretty awesome. But Jude also takes the box of gold ass cufflinks that they stole. And
That's right, you have those.
Good.
they are going to make a shrapnel grenade out of that.
Fancy.
And write Candy's name on it.
And yes, they actually carve to Wrath with love.
Good. Threnody is not here to witness this, but if she do, she would approve.
Actually, once they're done, they're going to go over and say,
Wait, Jude, you know what Jude should do?
What?
Save it for a Christmas present.
"Good idea."
I got you something. Here. Specially made.
Jude will put that in their bag, and I'll say that I use up the cufflinks.
Oh my god. I'm looking through this and I'm like you got moonshine in here? Can you just imagine? Yeah, you got 4 things of moonshine in here. I'm just imagining like, Molotov cocktail tin can grenades.
Oh, dude.
It's not
We all
not Molotov cocktail. It would be napalm. Let's just make napalm tin grenades.
we also have missiles.
You do have missiles. Wow, you have
You
a lot
guys
of
will.
stuff in here.
You guys, if it's not too much trouble, you guys will have to like list off the stuff you'd be okay with Jude making explosives out of.
I mean,
I mean,
all
tin cans, duct tape, scrap metal, and what's the other one? Gunpowder.
yeah, you can
Yeah,
take all of that.
just the basic tin can grenade is duct tape, gunpowder, and a tin can. Everything else you add on to that is just gonna make it cooler.
All right.
I
Got
think
Mr. Handy Fuel.
you can take whatever. The Mr. Handy fuel is for the Mr. Handy.
The Mr. Handy that we left with
The MX
Oh!
Handy.
Sorry?
The MX Handy.
Yeah, the Mix Handy. Didn't we leave them with the Nuka-Cola cult?
Yes.
So
Oh yeah.
it's here, so we can be reunited with them, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Could we have
It-
our Mix Handy back, please?
You can get him out of the infirmary ward.
So I guess Threnody has met up with the Handy while she's in the infirmary.
Yes. The Handy's doing their best to try and keep people comfy.
Matey.
Unfortunately, they are not a medical droid, so they're just kind of like bedside manner.
Matey.
It matey.
Because the medical wards, the open doors,
Matey didn't kill anyone.
are open into like the like you can see people entering and leaving the church. You see like 3 files of the Volties just march in, and they stand rigid. Among them, you actually see a very grumpy, very angry looking owl cat.
That guy.
Yeah.
So wait, what are they doing in the infirmary?
They're not. From the because the doors are open, you can see like
them.
people entering the church. Yeah, so you can see them, and they're standing like in the entrance, and you see a bunch of people like 2 people like setting up basically like a lunch line. Grab your tray, you get a ladle full of soup, and then you go sit down. And then line by line, they get in line, like column by column, they get in line and get the soup and they eat.
Threnody is looking vaguely wistful.
They also eat incredibly fast.
She's gonna busy herself with looking after any patients in the infirmary.
Okay. I'm gonna, because it's simplest, I'm gonna say that on the other side of the infirmary, not the other side, but like connected to the infirmary is the is like the barracks. So, and those doors are open, so you can see the elephant is just like passed out on like a very comfy looking bed.
Well, that's good. They
It's
have
just
comfy beds.
Well, he's passed out on a very comfy bed. The bunk beds that everyone else seems to be using are just basically cots. They're not that comfy looking.
Well, it's not really his fault if he can't fit in a cot.
No, that you see a cot that looks like it was his before.
That's interesting.
Like it was super sagging. Just
Oh.
like the bed is now. It's just like groaning under his weight. And you roll me medical just to help people in general. You see a lot of like Volties not malnutrition, they apparently weren't eating a lot, and then they got the chance to eat and they overate.
Alright. 27.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you help a bunch of the people. You outshine the medics that they have here. Which apparently is like 1 dedicated medic and like 2 or 3 people that are attempting to learn. and it's not great.
She's gonna see if she can help just kind of teach them a bit as she's going. Like, not in a overbearing kind of way, but just if she happens to kind of see anyone having trouble or anything like that.
A few of them enjoy that they're like, oh, thank God, someone's here, thank you. And some of them are just like, I don't need your help. Don't. They clearly need your help. They're like, I don't need your help. Stop.
In those cases, Thren just tries not to interfere unless it looks like someone's life is in danger or is being hurt.
Yeah, some of them look incredibly frustrated. Some of them frustrated at just like things in general. Some of them are frustrated at like having to work in this, having to deal with these people. But in general, you're able to help several people. You actually, a lot of them, you take care of the like superficial stuff, and you set like stuff, set the like the take 2 pills and call me in the morning kind of thing. Like, you need to do this, go do this, and everything will be fine. It's like, okay, and then they go off into the barracks, and a lot of them just move up to a cot, climb inside, and just pass out. And then not even 10 minutes like after the feeding has started, the feeding ends, like the food stops. They're not done eating. And they are marched back outside.
Yeah.
Ezekiel keeps them on a very tight ship.
Yes.
This actually reminds you, like, it reminds you of home, but like this is pretty harsh. This is like
This is ranger training.
Yeah, this is like hardcore. This is Green Beret training. This is Ranger training. This is Marines. This is Hell Week kind of stuff. Speaking of which, getting to Claire and Clark, you show up at the blacksmith.
Sup?
There's a gentleman who he's kind of squat. He's probably about 5'5", but he's got like biceps bigger than your head. He's got all this long like linen shirt on with like this leather apron on top of that, and he's got like a short but heavy hammer in one hand, and he's just pounding away at a white hot blade.
Damn, the muscles on this guy.
Muscles on this guy look like he could put your head in the crook of his elbow and just pop.
Clark just nods. He goes, "Hi."
He keeps pounding away at the sword.
Hello?
He can hear us, Clark. He's just busy.
After like a good 10 more pounds, he grabs the clamps, grabs the blade, and dunks it in this oil bath, which is like encased in iron crosses. And he dunks it in there, takes it out, sets it on another big clamp, and he straightens the blade, and then takes it off and sticks it back in the forge.
Neat.
And he claps his big hands together. How tall is Clark?
About 5'7".
He's shorter than you are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn.
He's 5'5".
I'm full of muscles.
Still taller than Oswin.
This guy
Nice.
looks like a tall dwarf.
Oh, there-
How do we know he's
there we
not
go.
a dwarf?
Are you sure about that?
Oh my god.
He's just a tall dwarf.
Clark slowly starts to wander up.
Yes.
Hey, we have swords, and Father Ezekiel said that you should probably have a look at them.
Yeah, I call this one Amber, and I haven't named this one yet.
I called mine Raiden.
Now, yours is like a Chinese... Claire's sword is like a Chinese officer sword with
They both are.
Oh, they both are? Amber's not. Amber's is a...
That was a ripper.
a Ripper, yeah.
Yeah.
So he like takes what were their names? Raiden and
Clark said he didn't give it a name yet.
okay, Raiden and the other one.
Right, and an unnamed sword.
And he takes them in his hands and he goes just like flips them over, grabs them by the blade a little bit, bends them. These blades are terrible.
Yeah, we know. We kind of stole them. Well, not really stole. We looted them off of a corpse. So they're not exactly going to be the best of swords.
So you're looking to replace them?
Yeah.
Or improve them.
Replace, upgrade, repair,
Improve.
improve.
He just like puts Raiden on the anvil, places like the hammer on the end, and he just like
Bang!
no, he doesn't. He's like keeps it there as a weight and just bends the sword down at nearly a 90-degree angle, and then
Okay,
back up.
maybe replace.
Goes,
I mean, it's kind of a shit sword. I mean, it's lightning, and that's pretty awesome, but it's kind of a shit sword.
And Bucky, out of character, if he does something to you, like if he like proves that your sword sucks, he's gonna break it. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Cool. He just takes your sword, turns around, and hits like a metal dummy, and it shatters.
It hasn't done that before.
You do not hit hard enough.
Hey!
Yeah, I mean, look at his arms. She actually just lifts one of his arms up and waves it.
It would happen eventually.
Um,
Grab the aprons over there on the wall.
Clark is blushing, and he goes, well, it's about technique, not about size.
Is that what you say in the bedroom?
Yeah, it is, actually.
He's right, though.
Off in the
He's
distance.
about to-
Yes, it is.
But tell that to him, and like he like jerks his thumb over at like the training room, which you can still see has that kid in it with the massive sword, and he's still swinging.
He's
it
still
at the
going.
face.
He's still going.
He's better though at it. Like he's learning a bit how to use it. Like before he would like swing and then like have to hold it down and wind up and get ready for it. He's getting better at it. He's got like this massive swing and then he uses the momentum of the first swing to go into the second swing and he's learning to do that of keeping the momentum going, just have it going. It's still a ridiculously sized sword and by all means should not be that large, but he's learning to use it.
You have to give the kid like fucking. You have to give that kid props for determination. He ain't giving up.
Determination gets you killed on the battlefield.
Yes, it does.
Okay, grab aprons off wall. We begin.
Wait,
Also,
what?
I've never blacksmith before.
Not many have.
Neither have I. We're doing this with you?
We're doing this. She's already grabbed one and just put it on.
Clark blinks.
He puts a massive hand on your shoulder, and he goes, "Yes, I can make weapons all day, but this is your weapon. You make it."
Clark blinks and puts on his pink "Please do nothing to the cook" apron.
He shakes his head. Oh no. One good spark and that thing lights, and so do you.
I don't want my apron to burn.
Then grab leather apron.
Okay, and he puts his apron away and puts on a
This
leather
guy has
apron.
slowly become more and more Russian.
Yeah, I realized that. I didn't mean to, but he is.
Slowly becoming a bit
I'm-
heavy.
I'm sorry, I'm just amused by Clark putting on his cooking apron for this.
That is funny. Just do nothing to the cook. You're not cook. You're blacksmith.
Oh, did he actually say that?
You are not cook. You're blacksmith. Get blacksmith apron.
Can he please actually say that?
Yes, he does. Get
Good.
blacksmith apron. And then you happen to find like a, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna say this. You find like
Does it say "Please do nothing to the smith"?
you find like a leather apron like way in the back, and it's actually a smaller framed one, so like it
Hot
fits you
stuff
just fine.
coming through.
reads do nothing to the smith.
Please do nothing to the smith.
Please do nothing to the smith.
So yeah, Clark
and-
comes out wearing this, and he's just like, "Is that better?"
He nods.
Same
Okay.
sentiment.
Now he starts, and he pulls out this giant cord of scrap metal, and he starts teaching you how to blacksmith.
Awesome.
Neat.
It's a very long and hard process. You're probably going to be here all night doing it. That God dang it. That being said, you learn a few things. And I'm gonna have you roll construction.
Oh dear. Shit.
Hey.
One moment. It's been a long time. Oh jeez.
I'm good.
Wow, you got a nat 19 and a 16. Holy hell! So 32 and a 26. Yeah, Claire, you take to this like a fish takes to water. Clark, you make a perfectly fine blade. He teaches you the ins and outs, what you need to do. Actually, he replaces the Chinese officer sword with more of a curved blade on it, and he teaches you about the art of hardening the spine, but hardening the blade, but softening the spine, using clay and a bunch of other techniques. And he gets you through this, and he basically shows you how to build a blade and take apart and put together a blade. So like the hilts, the handle, the whole thing. And I will get those buffed Nip and steel folded 1,000 times. And I'll get those stats to you when I can. If you could you both send me your stats? I know Bucky's already has his in the chat.
So do I need to do that again, or are you good?
Please, just that way I don't lose it in all the.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
And with that, I think that's the blacksmithing done. Was there anything else anyone else wanted to do?
I'm good.
Thren probably has something she's gonna do after she's done in the infirmary, but I don't mind about whether I do that now or next time.
Wasn't there some engineering?
Well, yes.
Yes. Is Jude free at the moment?
Yeah.
Ezekiel asks that you help him build a few things. If you could, he gives you the general idea of what he wants. And he gives you a bunch of like raw supplies. See if you can help. He's got someone else also kind of doing the engineering stuff, but he's only one person. One person can only do so much.
Jude
Oh,
smiles.
oh.
I'm sorry. Well, Jude just says, "Sure thing, I'll help. It ain't. I ain't super good, but my kid's been giving me some lessons."
Yeah.
Also assist.
Okay. Roll me construction.
Okie dokie.
14. Yeah. No.
Average.
I'm gonna and 21. So that 21 is gonna really help with that 14, and you pass. You help the engineer build a few of the things that they need. A lot of it is like, you build some kind of like contraption that like spring loads hoops, like large hoops, like 4-foot, 5-foot diameter hoops. It's kind of weird. And another one that seems to use an energy weapon, and a modified energy weapon, so that it still shoots lasers, but it doesn't actually do any damage. and some kind of like turning, firing mechanism for it, and you can help build that. What was the thing Threnody wanted to do? Or was there anything else Jude wanted to do?
Nope.
Okay. What was the thing that Threnody wanted?
Threnody, and this is like when she's kind of helped out as much as possible in the infirmary, is looking pretty out of it, pretty distracted. She is going to go and look around for a training dummy to take things out on.
You find the training room, including the young gentleman who is swinging the massive sword.
Are there dummies that aren't in the vicinity of the massive sword?
Yes, there are.
She will pick one of those dummies. She'll sort of like give a quick gesture of greeting to the guy with the sword who is still there.
He like takes a moment to like take his hand off his sword and wave at you, which is a crazy idea because the sword is still moving and it just what? And he doesn't let go of the sword, but the weight of the sword just carries him like 3 feet in one direction. He just falls on his face.
Oh shit! Are you okay?
He like holds up a thumb, like he thumbs up. He's good.
Okay. And she's gonna start beating the shit out of a practice dummy.
Okay. Anyone else? No? There's one thing I wanted to end this on. So, Clark and Claire, you're given a moment of respite as Father Ezekiel wants to talk to you. Same with Jude and Oswin and Threnody. He wants to talk to you all. He gets all of the trainees in the cots, not cots, cots, and they'll sleep. He talks to you on. He goes, I'm glad you're here. Thanks you for sending me these ledgers and whatnot. But we've been having some trouble recently, especially locally, and I don't have the manpower to stop it. So it's kind of fortunate that you came by because I need some help.
What's the problem?
We've got a couple of we got word of a couple of traders being attacked. A few people going missing, going on a specific route. These ledgers don't really help much, but I wasn't expecting them to help too much. But we have a generalized idea of where they might be, and what's doing this. But I can't send anyone out at the moment, so I was hoping you could possibly do that.
What information do you have so far?
2 caravans have been attacked. 2 trading caravans have been attacked. Several other rumors of other smaller groups, just scavenging parties being attacked by several creatures. And he points on the map he has, and he goes, "They'll all be attacked within a 1 mile radius of right here." And he points to Patriot Landing subway station.
Oh shit.
Threnody looks and just motherfucker.
And he goes, "They've been
Clark.
They've been attacking with a bit too much of a coordinated formation."
Clark heavily face palms.
Oh, fuck me in the ass.
Osmond is bang your head against something.
Clark,
Why
Clark,
everyone is having
in bet-
actions.
No.
Just
in
keep
between-
that.
In between Oswin hitting her head against something, Clark tries to slide his hand in between her head and the thing to try to cushion it.
She has a very heavy head.
And I think on that we'll end the session.
Oh, good.
Motherfucker.
I told you you'd be coming back to this.
Motherfucker.
And this wasn't like some bullshit thing of like, I'm gonna make them come back here just because they said that. No, this has been planned.
Yeah.
It was planned that you'd come back.
Fuck you, man.
Well, actually, it wasn't planned that you'd come back. It was planned that you'd come here. It just so happened that you
Stop there on the
came
way.
here beforehand. Yeah.
Well, at least we know what we're getting into. Jesus fuck.
Maya looks
Yeah.
queen, and someone else. What?
This is fine.
Did you say queen?
Did I
don't know
say
which-
queen? No. Why would I say? Why would I say? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Why would
No.
I say queen?
Why would I say that?
There's a
know.
queen, isn't there?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a queen, isn't there?
I guess
Wow.
join us next week to find out if there's a queen. Spoilers, there's a fucking queen.
There's a queen. She is going to destroy us with her fucking acid spit and giant fucking pincers.
Okay, before this
With
gets...
all that,
Yeah, go ahead.
As
Leon.
it's changed, everything stays the same.
There might be a
Ah.
super mutated version that isn't a queen.
Guys.
Like Empress.
Let Eli do his sign-off.
thank you and fuck you, Hatter, for DMing, and thank you all for playing with me, and thank you, Dally, for streaming.
And thank you everyone for listening to this, whatever this was.
Disaster.
Take care.
I hope that everyone enjoyed it.
That was
Yeah.
fun. Yeah,
Begrudgingly.
but I also hate you.
Begrudgingly enjoyed it, you fucker.
Okay.
Take care, everyone, and good night.